You guys. Welcome. Hey, Shrinkin. Keywords in plain Toon Boys are slowly, methodically, and archer spam. Yeah, that seems like pretty good advice. I remember, like, last time I tried, it was kind of fun, actually. I thought it seemed like a pretty good faction, but there was a couple of things, like, when I was playing as Citra, I, like, with the top knots were, like, my initial sort of enemy, and I can't really remember exactly what I had to do, but I remember there was sort of, like, kind of like a set order of what I needed to do. I kind of needed to take one settlement and then move to a certain spot and then take the other settlement, and you know, and if I didn't do that correctly, then it sort of didn't work out. And it didn't seem very safe or like reliable, you know. But you know, whoever was telling me that was the way to go seemed to think that that was pretty reliable, but it didn't seem that way to me. The only time I did it when it seemed a bit more reliable was when I just abandoned Khemri altogether and then just moved down and took over tic-tac-toe starting position. That seemed like a pretty safe kind of way, but it's sort of, I don't know, it's a bit whack because it's a migration and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see if anyone else has got any advice for me. Thinking maybe I should give Tomb Kings another go, but if I do, it might be a bit messy because I don't really know how to play them that well. But sometimes it's fun to play factions that you don't really know well. It might not be that fun for you guys though to watch some, you know, inept noob bumble his way through a faction, you know. Whereas, you know, if I play another faction that I'm more familiar with, it might be a bit more useful to demonstrate stuff to people. But yeah, I don't know. Only did Tomb Kings once, never enjoyed their playstyle. Yeah, I don't enjoy their playstyle as much as some other factions, but there's definitely a lot of stuff to enjoy there. They've got a lot of cheese and, you know, a lot of stuff that you can manipulate, which is pretty cool. Hey, Postuma. Dr. Nick, is that me? Am I Dr. Nick? Maybe I am. All right. So yeah, so we've got some news today. It's a Simpsons reference. Yeah, no, I got that as a Simpsons reference. I just wasn't sure if it was relevant to a particular person. Hello, Mercy, best Total War player. I don't know. I don't know what you're judging best on, but you know, I'll take it. Maybe I'm the best dressed. Maybe I'm the best sleepy-eyed, early morning, half asleep Total War player. That could be me. So yeah, it's 4 AM in the morning here in Australia. Getting in my little bit of pre-work Total War. Got 5 hours till work time. Although I tend to usually start late and then work late, which I'll probably do today as well. Yeah, so we've got some news today. May as well get into it now. I'm sure more people will join later on, but you know, I can't wait like too long. But yeah, so there's some news today. So the first bit of news is Hotfix 1.3.1, which I think I've already installed. I think just booting up your game, it'll hotfix on the extra patch. In a recent update of 1.3 gameplay release, we implemented a change to improve ranged units' ability to fire on their enemies when a friendly squad is positioned between them and their target, even if the ranged units seem to have a clear line of sight on the enemy. Change involved treating 2 overlapping units as a single combined unit, which would allow the ranged soldiers to carry out the fire orders more reliably. Unfortunately, the fix was a bit overzealous. Not only did it address the line of sight issue, but it allowed units to stack and fire in a way that largely negates the importance of positioning your troops, a critical mechanic to the depth of gameplay in battles. We're backing out that change in today's hotfix, though we plan to revisit the original issue in future, so watch for less extreme changes in a future update. So yeah, so the sort of big news of the last patch 1.3, I mean, there was a lot of other stuff in it as well, but the thing that kind of got the main headlines that, you know, that got everyone talking, I guess, was the ranged change, which was that, yeah, literally you could overlap units and then they could shoot through each other, which yeah, Inticity and Indie Pride both did videos sort of in demonstrating how, you know, oh well, yeah, how overpowered it could be, or also just how like non-representative of how you would expect battles to play out that it should be, you know. Um, yeah, so congrats to them and to you know, and everyone else in the community that raised this issue, and thanks to CA for listening. I think it's a good change. I think changing it back is a good change. It wasn't like game breaking or anything, you know, like, and it didn't really affect my current campaign at all playing as ogres, you know. But it just didn't improve the game, you know. It was a change that didn't make it better, you know, made it worse, you know. So good that they got rid of that. And yeah, just kind of shows that CA is listening, and it was quite quick as well. They sort of put it in, they're like, oh no, that didn't work, took it out again. So you know, so that's good. The other new thing for today is start positions. So every day they've been, or pretty much every day they've been releasing new start positions. Yesterday we had the Skaven start positions. We got Snickich over in Cathay here, and Tretch basically moved from his old start position over to just on the eastern side of the World's Edge Mountains here. And today we got greenskins. So we've got all right, let's say straight at the top we've got, you see that? Yeah, we've got what do you call it? Grimgor has moved. So Grimgor was previously down here in the Badlands, threatening kind of as the first starting enemy, threatening Karazakarak, the dwarf starting area. Sorry, as I said, still kind of waking up. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, so Grimgor's moved from the Badlands over to here, north of the mountains and Morn and stuff. So yeah, and Kolek's going to be around here as well somewhere. Though it's weird that they sort of announced, or they talked about where Kolek's going to be and where some of the other new races are going to be, but it hasn't actually shown them on the map yet. But yeah, but yeah, so that's interesting. Grimgor's going to be over there now, so he's not going to be threatening the dwarves. The Top Knots, sorry, the Bloody Hands, which is Wurzag's faction. I'm pretty sure that's roughly the same place where they were before. I assume it is exactly the same place as where they were before. So just sort of southwest of Silver Road. Yeah, so nothing's changed there. Grom's still in the same place as well, right in the middle of smack bang in the middle of Bretonia. Skarsnik's moved. So Carrick Izor is there, which is where Bellegarde starts, or where Bellegarde used to start at least. And then Skarsnik started right here, just south of Reichland and north of the Wood Elves. So yeah, he's over here now. Mount Gunbad. Ah, okay, cool. So Skarsnik's in Mount Gunbad where the Bloody Spears previously were. That's interesting. And Azag the Slaughterer is in Kazid Erkulaz. Is Kazid Erkulaz, is that where he was before, or did he slightly move as well? I think so. There's Ostermark. I don't know. That seems like roughly where he was before. Maybe it's slightly more north, but it's pretty much the same place, I think. He hasn't moved. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he hasn't moved. So it's just yeah, so it's just Skarsnik that's moved over here, and Grimgor that's moved over there. I wonder if this spot where Grimgor is Saber Mountain. I wonder if that's like the site of one of Grimgor's exploits, because as I understand it, Grimgor kind of got around a bit. I think he went to Hell Pit at some point, and you know, beat the crap out of Throt and everybody in there. But I think he's had exploits in different locations around the world. So yeah, I wonder if that was actually a lore location of somewhere where he, you know, went, or what. But yeah, Skarsnik's new position's interesting as well. So it sort of feels like a spot. I guess there's a bit of a blank area here, and it kind of moves him over there. So that's cool. But he's still kind of in range. He's still, you know, roughly about the same distance away from Carrick 8 Peaks, so that's pretty cool. That kind of makes sense. He's still, you know, still able to. I wonder if Belagar's going to be over here. It'd be kind of good if, yeah, like, Clan Moors is down here. Stickich is, Skarsnik's up here, and then if they put Belagar, leave Belagar where he is in Carrick Izor, then the three will come from 3 different directions and then fight over Carrick 8 Peaks in the middle, perhaps, you know, instead of Grimgor and, instead of Skarsnik and Belagor just having like Belagar having like a, you know, cage match over here right next to each other, and then the winner kind of moving over to Carrick 8 Peaks. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I kind of like the vibe as well of like the Empire being surrounded by greenskins, but not having them right in their guts, you know, like for the Empire, like you don't have Skarsnik like right in the Empire anymore. Yeah, so all the greenskins are kind of just around the edges of the Empire, sort of. So it's not like immediately, they're not like immediately invading at the start, but they're sort of still there threatening civilization around the edges. Grimgor moved to his end times fun position, since he should beat the crap out of Cathay and the Chaos Dwarfs also. Okay, fair enough. He never actually fought Thorgrim or the Dwarfs of Karaz or Karak. His new starting position is lore friendly, I think, and is better. Okay, so Grimgor's apparently more in a more lore friendly position now. Yeah, so I certainly know he did beat up the orcs the Skaven in Hell Pit at some point. So yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for news for today. If anyone else has seen any news that I missed, then please yell out and I will give it a bit of a shout out on the stream. But yeah, basically the a couple of new starting positions for the greenskins. Interesting. The the whole Immortal Empires map is starting to fill up now. Starting to look like pretty action packed. We've still got Ogre Kingdoms, Beastmen, Tomb Kings, Wood Elves, Vampire Coast, Dwarfs, Dark Elves, Vampire Counts, and the Warriors of Chaos. That's interesting. So is this still going to be the order that it's coming out in? So maybe Warriors of Chaos are going to be last? It seems, yeah, that's weird. I was hoping that we're going to see the Warriors of Chaos like update soon, like the details about what the update's going to have in it. But if they're doing Warriors of Chaos starting positions last, then I don't know, maybe that means we've got a bit of a while to wait still. All right. Junior Warriors of Chaos last to hype up the DLC closer to launch. Yeah, that could be it. Could be indeed.
A crude attempt to subjugate.
We rest, we feast. Tyrant of the tribe. Master Butcher. This will assist my recipes.
Yeah, we'll go in here. That way, if they attack us, they're gonna have to come and siege us.
Slanesh may dominate me.
Scrag, soldier, servant.
Military presence 20, so there's a stack. There's a full stack in there.
Ogre slaughter master. Ogres stomp on. It hungers.
I kind of want to put all these lords, all these heroes into the same army, but
Move, move. I'll turn you off.
alright, so that makes it a bit cheaper.
Chow down, boys. Ogre, butcher, keep it fit. Ogre, butcher, chow down, boys.
Still need to.
Meat ritual. Want everything. Tyrant of the tribe.
Yeah, reduce the upkeep a little bit on that. We're not really trying to defend Altdorf or anything, we're just using Altdorf kind of as bait, I guess. Plan to do some cosplay in the next playthrough. Not asking for spoilers, just curious. Hey Nigel, no cosplay planned. I'm not sure how I would cosplay as like Bones.
That one is no threat.
But yeah, basically I want to get some lead belcher gun action going, and I want to get some infinite winds going. They don't really go with the same. They don't really go together though. Like the infinite winds kind of thing goes more with like a Noblar crap stack. Whereas the guns thing would go well with you know, just a regular stack, I guess. We change this guy out for another lord that's got better levels. Alright, we might switch him out. I mean, we don't just give him power reserve. Get his magic up.
Master Butcher, the great.
It's 10.
Big
The winds are not looking good here.
This place is rotten all over.
So we can't get walls at all, can we? Just get garrison. May as well put some garrison in there, I guess. Is Alistair the only legendary lord that won't have their own faction? Alistair's not really a legendary lord, he's just immortal. He's just an immortal lord. Yeah. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. Is there any other lords like that? No, there's other ones, like, well, I mean, like, there's the Red Duke, he's got his own faction, but he's not playable. He's, like, similar, like, he's not a legendary lord exactly, but he's like he's like a unique lord or whatever. Chaos has the bird, yeah, there's Sathoriel as well. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Alistair's like a unique thing. He's not really a legendary lord. He's like an Easter egg sort of thing that was put in to say to like represent a fan, I think, that died. Doesn't it say legendary in his description? Nah, no idea. Sorry. But when people talk about legendary lords, Alistair's never been one. He's not a character from the lore. He's like an Easter egg character based on a real person. There's a guy named Alistair, I believe, that was in hospital and was dying of something or other, and it was sort of like a, you know, make a wish type of thing to have a character in Total War. So they gave him they gave him that sort of Easter egg character. He's more like Cavill, you know, the lawmaster for Eltharian's faction. He's not like a legendary lord. He's like an Easter egg sort of thing.
Carve and run.
You may touch me only in
It is Gristle. I'm the boss. All mine. Tyrant. It freaks. It can fight us. Consume. Prophet of the Great Moor. The Moor. I will. That one is no threat. Oh, more.
Yeah, something like that might be alright.
Scrag, slaughter, servant. Save yourself time and give up.
Alright, we'll pop him down here. Ambush again. Try to lure some dudes in here. And I really want to.
Tyrant of the tribe. War's chosen. We must feed the war. Will consume all.
I'm worried that.
Going in my gap.
I'm worried that they could be coming from over here. We really need those fire bellies to use as agents. The kid survived, but CA took him out to save face. Huh? Oh, did the Alistair guy not die?
I bring meat.
They didn't take him out. I'm confused.
Ogre tyrant. Action's bad. Obey me! I'll eat your whole army.
No, I don't remember them ever taking Alistair out. Maybe, yeah, maybe they did. I don't know. Never remember. But... How you going, Cloak Monkey? Boris is a bit similar to Alistair since he acts as a legendary lord if you can federate, but you can't start as him. Nah, Boris is not the same as Alistair. Boris is the same as Red Duke. Alistair's a unique thing, like I said. He's just, yeah, he's like an Easter egg. But yeah, I like how Alistair's like kind of a cool piece of like Total War Warhammer history, because like they put him in as like, yeah, like I said, as sort of like an Easter egg. But then like he's pretty popular like amongst high elf players because he's kind of unique. He's got this cool like he's got this cool like this cool sort of
My cookpot awaits.
cool sort of unique, you know, white lion like identity, I guess, you know, like it's pretty fun. And they actually kind of lent into it. They actually kind of lent into it and gave him like more white lion related, you know, abilities and stuff, which is pretty cool. Alright. Don't have lightning strike, but it's only one extra lord, so it's not too bad. You can start as Boris though. No, you can't start as Boris, Drankrin. Not unless you have a mod. Yeah, I'd still say that Alistair's not like Boris. Alistair's more like, there's like a unique undead hero that Manfred gets that's based on one of the developers, got the same name. There's a unique, uniquely named hero that Oxyotl gets that's named after Lawmaster Sotek, the YouTuber. There's a unique hero for Eltharion that's named after Henry Cavill. You know, these are all just Easter egg characters. He's the same as those guys, they're just Easter egg characters named after real people. But he actually got his own model as well, and he's a lord rather than just a hero. Yeah, Boris is in the lore. None of these other characters are in the lore, or just based on the people. They're kind of like nods to real people. But yeah, I like how Alistair kind of like, Alistair like, yeah, it was. Yeah, Alistair was designed by somebody named Alistair as part of a project by the Make-A-Wish charity, a CA representative said in 2018. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool if he did survive. But yeah, but I don't know, I was just saying it's kind of cool because he, like, because that Easter egg character kind of got created just, you know, as part of that Make-A-Wish type thing, but then like that character Alistair has actually become like a bit of a staple of the Warhammer game now, you know, like I think a lot of people, myself included, really like the Alistair character and like really value him and think of him as an important part of the game. You know, he's not like very powerful, but probably compared to other lords, like it's better to use a mage lord. Like I wonder, like how does Legend deal with Alistair? Alistair, sorry. I imagine Legend of Total War probably just doesn't even ever recruit him and just uses wizard lords instead as theirs, his like generic lords.
Lead belters! Reckon so.
I need to get some guns happening. Yeah, this is pretty
Endless hunger!
Hunting!
You should be able to shoot over these Noblars fairly comfortably. The Noblars absorbing some damage. Yeah, the problem with lead belchers is getting shot, basically.
Stalker of prey.
But we might try and get down into these, try and get down into these guys. Even though we are large and they've got a full stack of anti-large, and they've got shooting, which is really bad against large.
My next trophy.
Hopefully, we can mess them up with some spells. Guns are starting up again.
Lead belchers! Me! In my gut! Serve the Ogres! Rampage this way!
Yeah, so even though we're getting attacked by any large and shot by arrows, it's not too bad still. So that's good. Now we can drink our extra ingredients to get some more wins. Yeah, luckily these are just like tier 1 type of units, so it's not too bad.
Seeking prey! Yeah! The more calls! For the more! When do we eat? Find them and kill them! Hungry! Nasty plan! Scourge of beasts!
Starting to get a bit wrecked now. I'd like to heal onto him.
The screaming hunger! Where's me master? Meal time! Lead belchers! Behold gastromancy!
Fuck, these gorges feel stuck.
Tracker, trapper, killer! Hunting! Chasing prey! I see meat! The Godmouth directs! Off we go! This way! Meat harvester! Master predator! Looking for 'em! Finding the trail. Me! Alright!
Right, so we can get some more hunting done. Let's see where you kill that guy. Get a little bit more,
Lead belchers!
get a little bit more killing done here.
Looking for me!
get more healing at the end of the day.
When supper? Find a meal. Rampage this way.
Get another cast of this.
Scrag the slaughterer. Leg belchers. Guts out, boys. Off we go. Biggest in the tribe.
Blow them down, get a few more shots into them.
Leg belchers. Bring us meat. Drive on the move. Prepare the meat.
$79 seconds till we get more heals there. Yeah, we'll have to keep running. Gather time, we'll try to get
Servant of the Moor.
healing in. Ah. Yeah, looks like we're out of wins. Can maybe get another one if we can get another 119 seconds out of this, but I don't know if we'll be able to keep them alive that long. Hey Nail. And my advice to set your main can be useful. 1. Play super aggressive against the orcs. Ignore your minor settlement as a trap. It makes Britonia your enemy. Okay, that sounds like really good advice. That's the kind of advice I wanted. I feel like I'll need somebody to like tell me like exactly where to move though. Like I felt like there was like exact spots where you should move and stuff like that. But I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Hey, Rizbull. But yeah, thanks for the advice, Niall. That sounds like good advice. First thing to do is move to where you can encamp, recruit all units you can over 2 turns, then ambush. You can lure the orcs in for a fight. They can't win if you can micro well enough. Yeah, that's. I think that's what I've been told to do in the past. But I feel like it still feels a bit dangerous, like, because, you know, if you can't micro very well, or you've never played Tomb Kings before, or for me, like, you've only played Tomb Kings a little bit and not really familiar with how they play very well, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna replenish because we've still got a fair few battles to get done around here. I just yeah, this is not in. Yeah, there's no one in there now.
The great Moor begins. Ogre Slaughter Master. This way. Anyone want to challenge me? Guided by me. Slaughter Master.
Alright, we've got 2 armies back us up here.
Master of off.
Hey, Leno. Thanks for the super chat, man. Much appreciated. Very generous. Cheers. So, warm up. Now I'm gonna have to lose the jacket. Go full on against the orcs. It is dangerous, but you just have to use skelly spears to blob and let your chariots and doom pussies kill. Recruit chariots on the first turn. Demolish chariot building on turn 2. Build a barracks to get archers, that way you're maximizing unit caps at full effectiveness. Yeah, that sounds like good advice too. Alright, let's see if we can win this battle. Arcane stomach juices flow to provide augment spells and devastating exploding powers. We got the lore of the Great Maw, the lore of the gut. Yeah, no, thanks for saying hi, Redsbull. I do appreciate that most people just kind of lurk and watch while they're doing other stuff, or they're like sleeping or whatever. But yeah, it is nice. It's nice to hear from you guys. Know that you're out there. Alright. Yeah, we'll see if we can, because we're the aggressors, so there's a chance that they'll just kind of sit there and wait for us to get organized, which would be good. I'd really like to get our lead dodgers in and be able to set up on hill before they come for us, but it's not to be.
Rampage! Take it all! When do we eat? Rampage! When supper! Off we go! Off we go! I feel the hunger!
Doing other stuff covers a lot. Yeah, for sure. Just achievement hunting and have you on the phone? Below the second monitor? No, that's no good. Oh, what?
When do we eat?
This was suiciding these ogres.
Dash out, boys!
Oops.
The more calls! Off we go! Spreading fire! Killing time! Here we go! If I got her,
I was hoping we'd be able to pull those
take it all!
ogres through them.
Meal. I ain't no
Me.
cover.
These ogres pin them down. Little damage. Maybe.
Fire mouth! Hungry! Yes!
Just need basically a big blob so we can
Together!
up their chariots.
Leader of butchers! Let's go, boys! Rampage, this way!
Need some,
Ah! Spawn together! Follow the Moor's call! The Moor calls! Where's the meat? Stopper! I'll smell ya! Looking for him!
Alright, now this thing's he's getting real now. We've got the lead belchers in there. We can start dropping some bombs on him though. They don't really have anything to drop bombs on, do they?
Supreme butchery! I smell meat! Serve the ogres! Tribe on the move! Find them and kill them! The meat hook is ready! Call of the Maw! Slaughtermaster.
More of a Kalita fan, but I'll second Niall's opinion of getting the barracks over the cherry building, grabbing Casket ASAP. Yeah, Casket would be good. I wouldn't mind playing Kalita. Kalita was the one that I was attracted to first because of her like ranged bonuses and also just she's kind of like better looking, etc. But I feel like having the kitty, Tetris kitty cat is pretty good early on, and Kalita doesn't get that, you know. I feel like Kalita's a lot weaker, like in terms of her units to start with.
Hungry. I feel the hunger. Anything for the boss! Leader of butchers! Here I go!
Alright, so we get some cannon shots into
Master of victory!
some initial.
Fire belly!
Oh, I should have cast that. I love these head dodges, they're so cool. Alright, cool. This guy can probably... passive, could give some help, right?
Cook Master Supreme!
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into hits out of that. Kalita's start position on Mortal Empires is pretty difficult. I just like her. Yeah. About Tomb Kings, you should consider playing the Vortex. I finished it last week and had a blast. Nah, I don't really like playing the Vortex. But Citra make it a point to try to physical resist to passive heal spells early. Keep Curse Blades resist on Kitty for durability and passive heals. Make starting fights very winnable. Okay. Absolute #1 piece of advice, cheese the research text as long as you can. Don't complete text after the first one unless you absolutely must. Okay. And then if you do complete a second one, don't complete any more until you absolutely must kind of thing, yeah?
Smart choice, mate.
Okay. Now, a secondary army can't join in now.
Slaughtermaster.
This guy can chase her down.
Slice consume.
You can auto-resolve this without losing anything, apparently.
I expect many new ingredients. The chop house overflows.
Alright. This guy's level 3.
The cook master.
I don't really need him anymore.
More's chosen. My butchery parlor. Master butcher. Find me flesh.
Save a little bit of money there.
Chief.
A little bit of the punishment.
This will assist my recipes.
Personally, go for the second dynasty as my first unlock for extra Arctra ammo, reload, and damage. Yeah, I like that too.
Tyrant of the
So yeah, we're basically just playing some ogres, trying to get the well, we're built some lead belchers now. Gonna get some gun time happening, and try to recruit some boomstack heroes. I haven't had much luck so far. I've recruited a bunch of them. Haven't got a boom maker. Nope, no boom maker again.
It's gonna kick off soon. Ogre Hunter.
Still no boom maker. Fuck. Did they like take the boom maker name out of there because it was too good or something?
Corruption's bad. Ogre Hunter.
No boom maker. Man, that was really bad. That was like a waste of $1,000.
Something spreading. Something bad.
Carrick Ziflin. I guess we should upgrade Carrick Ziflin. Put some walls on it. Do you have saved boommaker heroes? Yeah, I do have saved boommaker heroes, but I'm playing without saved heroes this game. I think my default is not to use saved heroes because I feel like it just removes the fun of trying to farm traits. You know, if I was playing like a specific campaign where I needed a particular trait to do it or something, you know, like when I did the Boommaker campaign specifically to do Boommaker, like then I saved a bunch of heroes and I recruited them to make it happen quicker. But this time I'm playing more like a regular campaign, you know, so you know what I mean? I feel like when you use saved heroes, it's not really like a regular campaign, it's like a, you know, it's kind of like a modded campaign, if you know what I mean. Except not proper. But that's just my personal, you know, I think it's a subjective thing for everybody to decide for themselves. Like, if you think that using the saved heroes is fine, then go, good luck to you. You know, I don't think that other people should use it or anything. It's just for me personally, like I prefer not to, because yeah, like I've been farming trying to get boom makers, and I haven't gotten any. But I've like recruited like seven hunter heroes now, or 8 hunter heroes now, and I still haven't got a single boom maker. And that's frustrating, but when I do get one, you know what I mean, it's going to be more satisfying because it's so how hard it is to get one. Whereas if I can just recruit them instantly, it's like, yeah. Particularly with how powerful they are, the Boommaker heroes, they were like super strong. I feel like we should equip some heroes with some gear.
Begins.
We need better armor. Nope. Weapon. Nothing in particular. I'll give him a wordstone neck. Actually, let's see what we've got. So enchanted item. Talisman. Talisman of preservation is already better. Enchanted item. Nah. Yeah, that's fine. Something like that.
All is meat. Only meat.
Make a little fantastical blob of our fantastical hero blob a little bit stronger. But it's just got to try and get these guys as much experience as we can, so that we can get them to the point where they're able to sort of tank a little bit. They can sort of tank at the moment just because they're like single entities and there's a few of them and they kind of all like jumble around and like spread the damage out a little bit. But it's really unreliable and it's really easy for one of them to just get stuck by himself and then just die really fast. So yeah, so we basically wanted to get immortality as fast as possible because that's the only thing that's really gonna, you know, it's really gonna save them. I'm sure I can safely assume that you know to choose the casket ritual recruit rank bonus for jar lords. If not, when you do the casket ritual, hire lords and just rank up their jar production. Yeah, I'm kind of like I've done it all before. I don't really remember how to do it all and stuff, you know. I feel like we're gonna need, like, maybe I should get somebody to make me a list and of all the things I need to do. Yeah, because there's like that hero type that you need to move into the mountains to get like the event that gives you the follower, that gives you the more hero capacity, I think. And then yeah, there's a lord recruit rank thing that you need to do to get lords that give you jar production that you're talking about. I can't remember exactly how to do the casket ritual or how that works exactly, but it's I feel like these are sort of things it's easier just to explain when I'm actually playing the game. So I guess what I'm saying is that those of you who are experts in Tomb Kings, if you see that I'm streaming Tomb Kings, just know that that's a silent call for help. That's me saying, I need you to come and tell me how to play. I need you to guide me. Because yeah, I feel like Tomb Kings is like one of those factions that's on my like next tier down. Like they're not one of my favorite factions, but they're one of those factions like Skaven that I recognize is a good faction. I just haven't quite learnt how to play them yet, you know. And so, you know, potentially I could learn how to play them and then they'd be really good. Very good for me. And yeah, I think heading into Warhammer 3, because I don't really like that many of the Warhammer 3 base factions, you know, having Tomb Kings in there is gonna give us a bit more of a yeah, it'd be another faction that I can play in the Immortal Empire's big map, basically. I guess what I'm saying.
Tracker! Scouting! This way! Watch out, moving! Me harvester! When do we eat?
Guns.
Master of the moon pot! Forever! Insatiable! Voice of the Lord! All of the Lord! Behold, gastromancy! Lead belchers! Follow the Lord's call! Rampage this way! Strike!
See, this guy he's not, you know, stuck, but a little bit by himself, so when you get him out of there, we'll get everyone out of there. We'll slow these guys down so they can't pursue, hopefully.
The gunmouth directs, following its voice. Stop for a cry! Ogre hunter! Limbs from limb!
Oh, it's unlucky. He's getting sticks thrown at him by the Noblars, getting cannon shots. Has anyone noticed how much more accurate the lead belchers get? Because I noticed the lead belchers are... Fuck, it's loud. I noticed the lead belchers are really inaccurate. They shoot to the left and the right. They also shoot too high and too low. And they just kind of scatter the shots all around. But yeah, I think like as they get higher in rank, they get more accurate. I did get some up to like rank 7, rank 8 or whatever, but I can't remember how good they kind of got. Checking the heal.
Chopper of entrails, gnawing hunger. Gut magician, Ogres of the moor. Hunting for me.
I need to stop attacking these guys, otherwise we're gonna run out of.
Fine. Feed the
Get one more
moor.
heal. 14 wins. Yeah, I mean, conceivably we can get 14 if we can try and fight these guys
All right.
a bit more. And I can shock
I
a little
smell
bit.
game.
We can get his own.
I
Maybe on
smell
this guy, maybe.
game. The hunt continues.
I know.
Butcher moving.
Ah, I get it off. Nearly. Thinking of it, you're in Legend server, right? I got housework to get back to for a house inspection due tomorrow, but I'll happily DM you on Discord if you're cool with that. Yeah, man, go for it. Also, I've got a channel on my actually, if instead of DMing me, you're welcome to DM me, but instead of DMing, I'd rather if you could do it in the Warhammer 2 channel, in the Tomb King Science channel, and just at me, and that way it'll give the opportunity for other people to join in and add their comments, you know, and you guys can like argue it out and decide which is the best method between you, and you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah. If you don't want to hear anyone else's opinion about it, then you're welcome to just DM me. But yeah, if you wanted to put it in the science, Tomb King Science channel, that would be ideal. And anybody else who's got some Tomb King strategies for me, chuck it in the Tomb King Science channel. Just see if I can put an invite. Can you do invites directly into the channel that you want to? People to go into. Actually, I don't know. Cambrian Tomb Kings. There we go. Invite people. Join Discord to give me Tomb Kings advice in the Cambrian Tomb Kings Science channel. So yeah, if you got any Tomb Kings advice for me, join the Discord if you're interested, and go into the Tomb Kings Science channel under Warhammer 2, and just write at Mercy the Mad and tell me your tips. And we might be able to try some of them out. Still, yeah, sort of. What do you guys think? I guess now that the question is like, which one's the best? Which is the best Tomb Kings faction to play? I feel like I've played Khalida before a few times. Like I've started a few Khalida campaigns. Never really gotten that far with it. And I've played Cetra a few times, but I haven't really tried the others too much. So yeah, but my impression is that Cetra is the best. Like Cetra is the best Tomb Kings faction basically. He's the most powerful, the most fun, and the one that I should play basically. But if anyone's got an alternate opinion on that score, I'd be interested to hear that as well. Is this saying? I think this is saying that we could go over here and smash these guys as well. Should I do that, or is that getting a bit?
Ignore that. No.
I think Arcane is the most powerful late game. Okay, is Arcane like fun in early game and powerful in the early game, or not really? Cetra is the easiest and fastest start though. Excuse me. Should I attack these guys or should I wait? I feel like I should just bash them now, but...
Prophet of the great moor. Strike, slaughter, servant.
Oh, we've got full lightning strike now.
Promises.
So we could actually attack this one. If he doesn't run, sucker. Lightning strike. And the other one can't run. Oh, actually, maybe he can run. Should I fight? Or should I not lightning strike, maybe? Maybe I should not lightning strike. I know we'll lightning strike. If they run away, if Podbringer's army runs away, we can just go back and replenish. That's fine. I can handle it. Always wanted to do a Tomb King's full playthrough, but could never progress. Yeah, I think the last couple of times with a lot of help from like Andrew Tobias and others, I was able to get a Tomb King's campaign going, but then I think I screwed around too long and kind of people lost interest and it wasn't so good. What are you talking about, Nigel? Are you abusing people in chat? Remember to keep it a happy place. It's all about fun. Happy for people to disagree, but I don't want people like angrily ranting at each other. I like this fucking wall thing here. Wish we could get over here and get some melee guys to come and get the shit shot out of them. That would have been cool. Polio order and no politics. This is a calendar discussion. Okay, fair enough. We're talking about this, the Caesarian the Julian calendar. Sorry. Actually, I don't even want to know. I've gone busy with Tomb King's business here. I can't be distracted by your calendar nonsense.
I'll smell ya!
Yeah, we can't really sit back and chill because we've got mortars.
The slaughterer!
Actually, fuck it, we can sit back and chill. Let's sit back and chill. We'll sit back and chill. Days of the week, just ignore us. No worries. I just don't want anyone getting like offended and stuff.
Servant of them all!
Yeah, just try not to get butthurt in like in internet arguments. Because it's the sure sign that you're not winning.
So much meat you send us. No more. Such a feast.
We should try and let's just see if we can do it without blob. Although my Tomb King, etc. does not serve. Indeed. Remember, his Tomb Princes and Necrotex better. It uses map heroes late game, even though they can be decent in battle. Campaign side is often better than their battle power. Yeah, I could dig that. I just feel like, but with like, I just feel like with the Tomb Kings like being so. Oh, maybe we should just waste their ammo. Oh yeah, just waste their mortar ammo, I guess. If I waste their mortar ammo, that means that I can set up my If I waste their mortar ammo, that means I can set up my guns up on a hill and just have the pleasure of watching them shoot the shit out of them. Tetra does not swerve. Lol. Alright. The Tetra drifting through running in the 90s. I'm sort of torn. Like this conversation you guys are having, it keeps like intriguing me. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? How can they be so interested in this? Maybe I should be interested in it too. But then I'm like, on the one hand, I'm like torn. Like, do I want to get into it or do I not want to get into it? You know. I don't want to be dragged. I don't want to be drugged down a rabbit hole necessarily. 10% agent cost. Yeah, well, but I mean, even 10% agent cost isn't that cheap once you get to max level, though. Yeah. Because how much does it cost at max level? It costs like 2,500 or something at max when you're level 40, right? If you don't have any reductions. So even if you get it reduced down to maximum, like it's still costing you like, yeah, even if you get it reduced down to 90%, it'll still be costing you like 200 yeah, or something, 250 or whatever. Oh, how much does it cost? Well, I suppose you wouldn't really get them up to 40 because they'd be just map heroes. They wouldn't really get that many levels. Not really. We're talking past each other, and I think I'm missing his point, and vice versa. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that happens quite a bit, doesn't it? When you're talking in chat and not in like real life, you just talk about different things. So you just talk about two different things, so you can't ever really resolve it. No, that's alright. As long as we're all gentlemen, and civilized discussions. Oh dear, he got smashed. Lucky.
Butcher! Meat harvester! Ogre butcher!
So much boom.
Gut magician! Me slaughter the more! Behold gastromancy! Behold gastromancy! Hunter! Cocaine butcher! Great Moor's servant! Rampage this way!
Alright, cool. The worker is done. It's costing me like 1 to 200. Yeah, yeah. It's just like, because with Tomb Kings, like your economy is really fucked, right? That's the thing with Tomb Kings. Like the only way to make money with Tomb Kings is like attacking other settlements, right? But do they get a penalty where they get less money? Do they get less money from sacking and from after battle income? Like what's the best way to make money with Tomb Kings? Can you make lots of money? 80% physical resistance Hex Wraith armies with Arcan are really good. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Oh, I take that replenish to get this unit of busted gorges I've been trying to fix for a while, so 16% is nice. Okay, so he did get a retreat. Even though he's in forced march, he shouldn't be able to retreat. Somehow still did retreat. It looks like we can still catch him out there. I might need to use some magic this time. Tomb Kings can get incredibly rich if you cheese it. Yeah, how do you cheese it though? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, I'm not asking whether or not they can make money. I'm asking how you make the money. Like, I don't want to know how much money you make and all that shit. I want to know how you get the money. Best way to make money early game is battles, but small amount of money is from settlements add up late game since you don't have any upkeep. Okay. Cool.
Scrag, the
I think that they have an extra penalty to magic items as well, don't they? Like, everyone else has like 40% base magic items, but like Tomb Kings have like less, 20% or something, or maybe Tomb Kings get like a 50% reduction, like overall after all their other bonuses are added or something like that. I can't remember. I feel like maybe it's Tomb Kings, they get some like really unfair penalty to getting magic items. This is not a great map for guns. Yeah, I think in here is probably I think in here is probably about the best one.
Relentless hunger.
Something like that.
Slower I'm moving. Crush.
They
Consume the meat of all that is not us.
Nah, they don't look like they're very passive.
The more commands.
Tomb Kings can craft items from jars, so it makes sense that they have reduced chop chance. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe they have reduced chop chance because they're items from jars. But I mean, dwarfs don't get reduced magic item drop chance, so.
Dragging the cauldron.
Imagine if dwarfs got reduced item drop chance. It'd be fucking grudging time then. It'd be an outrage. I don't want to get up on this area.
When do we eat?
I wonder if that'll work. It might probably be too late to get over there, but I'll try. Actually, are these guys passive or not? I can't tell whether they're moving towards me or they're just like readjusting. No, I think they are moving towards me. Sort of. Maybe not. Maybe they're not moving towards me. Maybe they're just passive, but they're just readjusting. Okay.
Following its voice.
Let's see if we can.
Godmouth's
Some bombs on
request.
them.
I seek me. Forever insatiable.
I should,
Where's the meat?
oh yeah, that's brutal. I should piss him off a bit.
Voice of the more.
So yeah, it's 6 extra, every time we do this extra ingredients, we get 6 extra wins of magic. So between the two of them, they can get 12. Once I level up these guys, that's another 18. So that's 40, yeah, 40 wins, no, 12 plus 18, 30. That's 30 extra wins of magic. So instead of being have a cap of 100, we have a cap of like 130 essentially. But also if we can get these guys into melee, then we can start this 90-second cooldown and get another round or another 30 wins. So you know that's how you can get that like infinite wins going with the Ogres.
No lies. Yeah, yeah. Prepare the meat. Scribe the slaughterer. Meat harvester. Scribe the
Over
slaughterer.
here.
I ain't no gobbo. Boss said so. All right. I'll smell ya. Nasty plan. The more.
Yeah, so these guys, we don't have this thing where if you're touching, you can just shoot through them as if they're your own unit. But the cool thing is that because of the size of the Noblars, these guys can just shoot straight over their heads anyway, which is pretty cool. Just a thing about Noblars and Lead Belchers. Oh, a bit of a miss there, but
Master of the moon pot. The god magic. Behold, gastromancy with a more ask.
Yeah, so he's got minus 45% speed because of the Noblars. A bit worried about these guys going to shoot into these Noblars and kill them, but
Servant of the moor, I bring my pot. Scrag, the slaughterer. A screaming hunger.
alright. Start moving
Seek me.
across the front here, so we can drag those guys over here. And we'll bring these gorges around the back to start chasing the routers. As the units start routing, the gorges can just start chasing them down.
Scrag, the slaughterer. The godmouth. Arises.
I seek the ultimate
And we
hunter.
might get shot in the back a little bit by our
Hunter moving.
get shot in the back a little bit by our
Following
leg
the
notches here,
scent.
but
So I hunt.
The more that walks.
Hunter. The hunt continues.
the yellow health bars, they look like they need death and being healed. Yeah, I like the yellow color, it looks cool, but it's a bit hard to see. If we could change the healing to like green or something, then it would kind of work,
I
but
smell game.
yeah, it's not really very good at the moment.
Hooray!
Serve the Ogres! Helps the tribe! Hook-handed butcher!
Oh, actually, you can still get some more kills out of this. I don't know if we actually need any more replenishment anymore, but it's always good to get more kills, more money, get more replenishment.
I will.
So yeah, we'll give it a shot. Put a slow on all of them.
Bring us meat!
Didn't lose any lead belches. These guys took a little bit of damage from shooting, but they didn't
Biggest
lose
in
any
the
XD, so
tribe!
essentially lost nothing, which is pretty good.
Tribe on the move! Let's go, boys!
Stalker of prey.
Where's me master?
So we get this other heal as well. Cool. Alright, healing's done. That's good.
Lead belchers! The more calls! Take it all!
don't think we need to heal anybody else. Alright, I think that's about it. Alright, you get that housework done now. Good stuff. General activity in chat is what makes YouTube notice Mercy stream, so we're helping him. I think it helps a bit. I think liking the stream is probably more. I don't know. I mean, liking the stream obviously helps. I think lots of people joining the stream, like in a bunch, kind of can make the algorithm think, oh, something exciting is happening here. I should direct more people. And if lots of people like the stream all at once as well, I think that can make YouTube, like, you know, do a little bit more. But I don't know. I mean, there's ways to like game the system and like try to get more chat to happen and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like, I mean, there's nothing bad. Like, definitely wouldn't try to discourage people from chatting or discourage people from liking the stream. That's great. But like, I feel like it kind of just happens naturally anyway. You know what I mean? Like, if like the reason why YouTube promotes the stream more if you chat more or if you like the stream is because that indicates that people are having a good time, you know? So, but you know what I mean? Like, rather than try to like convince everyone to pretend they're having a good time, and rather just like, it, you know, have you guys actually have a good time, you know? So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully everyone's having a good time. You guys all having a good time? Hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time. It's pretty low key today though. Like, I just not, you know, it's sort of like, it's like episode 4 of the campaign, so it's not like the most exciting. And there was some news today, but it wasn't sort of like big news, I guess. You know, so it's just like a day, just an average day, a day like any other day in the world of Warhammer, basically. But it's still a good day. That's my take on it anyway. I think this one's going to get a lot of use out of the extra upkeep reduction, but we've got to wait till we get to tier 3 anyway, so. We need tier 8. We need 8 health to get, not health, 8,
Obey me!
capacity. I might just do, yeah, to get some extra growth, I might just whack this guy down. And then we'll get him into raiding stance next turn. And we'll bring this guy back, obviously he can start raiding as well at some point. Pop up these skills. I mean, we're possibly going to get attack next turn, so I guess it could be, you know, could be a good move to bump up some of these skills a bit. Yeah, we'll max out our lead belches, of course. Lead belches and noblars, I think. We could go for, yeah, I feel like lead belches gives us a bit of flexibility. I suppose technically we should go for we should go for, what am I talking about? Gorges as well. Because they're his sort of signature unit. So I guess, yeah, I mean, we're probably just going to have Noblars, we're probably just going to have Lead Belchers and Heroes in this army anyway.
Thank you, Godmouth. Thank you.
Oh, actually, no, it would have been better to go Noblars. Because we want to use the blob. No, we can just do a full stack of Heroes with no infantry. That'll work. Don't need Noblars. What does Scruffy Fighters give us anyway? Melee defense. It's only 6 melee defense and 6. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Level these guys up a bit more. Once we get these guys on Stonehorns, obviously they'll be a lot stronger. I'm not sure if I want the Stonehorns for the Infinite Winds of Magic blob though, because the Stonehorns, you know, they're a different size and category and stuff. Oh yeah, Stonehorns you can use for wasting ammunition as well. Once you get your hunters mounted on a Stonehorn, they move up from being medium-sized category to being large, and then the enemy will shoot at them, even if they're in like passive mode. So that's pretty cool. It's just, well, it's cool, but it's useful. We're getting close to getting all of our extra ingredients unlocked. Pretty cool.
The great one will feed. Tyrant!
Yeah. There's a very lively chat going on today. I think this day of the week thing must have worked, guys. You've got a lot of chat going on. If anything's specifically directed at me, just write at most of the mad so I can actually see the question, because there's a bit of chat going on. It's a bit hard for me to follow everything. Look at the slaughterer model, has no hands. Lucky him, and lucky his noblars can climb to his mouth. Yeah, true. Skarsnik moving does change things up for a Karl Franz campaign. No need to spend him farming his trait for Karl Franz and Confederated Gelt, unless another legendary lord gets put in his place. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good point. Skarsnik's got a really awesome trait. I really like that ambush defense and ambush, like increased ambush chance and increased ambush defense chance. It's pretty cool. Which is no more.
Strike through.
Pop this guy in here. Save us a bit of. Save us some upkeep. We'll maybe just leave that there, so that can be our defense force. What's the upkeep on that? It's 107 gold total upkeep for this whole entire thing. Pretty ridiculous. Oh, what do we got here? Camp growth or camp growth. Okay, so they're both camp growth. One's to kill some guy that's super far away, and the other one is to take over a settlement that we're never going to get to. Well, this guy potentially, I mean, we could definitely get into a war with Ostland. The rate that we've been going, we've been basically getting into wars with everybody. So I feel like we could definitely get into a war with Ostland, and this guy could definitely march across the entire world to attack us. Did they change the... Did they do some work about the... excuse me. Was that one of the 1.3 patch note changes that they were working on the AI aggressiveness towards the player? Or was that one they were talking about, like being an upcoming thing, like in future updates? Yeah, okay. Is it player bias? No. Aggressiveness, maybe? Aggressive. No. Yeah, was there anything in here about anti-player bias or aggressiveness towards the player? Remember, what was in that? It was in the cliff notes at the start. Regiments renowned, land battles, Miao Ying, character trait, skill tree reworks, adjustments to the relevant cast make less punishing. Improvements to Cathayan formation attack. Has anyone actually tried that out? I assume that the formation attack changes still don't actually make it good, but they maybe make it like not as bad. No. I thought I saw something recently talking about player aggressiveness, but like anti-player bias, but doesn't seem to be anything in here. AI army will no longer disregard. Yeah, they fixed the AI, the ambush battles a little bit, which is good. Yeah, no, I don't know. Can't see anything about it. I don't know, if anyone remembers, like, yeah, if anyone remembers anything about changes to the AI's anti-player bias, I thought I remembered them saying something about it. Like, maybe it wasn't in the patch notes, but maybe it was. 1.2 is supposed to address anti-player bias. I don't remember seeing anything in 1.3 except for Kara says changing of ways now. Oh, okay, cool. I think the plan was to remove it in 1.2, but it could be wrong. I don't think they would have removed it exactly, but yeah, actually, yeah, I think it was 1.2 that it was in, yeah. They did some sort of update to try to make it less so that the AI would, like, you know, get themselves destroyed. Yeah, it was in 1.2, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, they basically said they wanted to make it, like, less likely that the AI would, like, completely ignore local threats that, you know, were immediate local threats, and make them more likely to, you know, survive a little bit longer, I guess.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Yeah, tier 4, that means we can start getting some fire bellies.
Where you going, mate?
Knowledgeable, yeah, it's a pretty bad trait. But if he's got Boommaker, then it'll be worth it. Nah, no Boommaker. Man, there's like so many non-Boommaker heroes. Maybe we should just accept that we aren't going to get Boommaker. Maybe they removed Boommaker from the game and we just can't get it anymore. Everyone wakes up thinking the PC is crashing. What? Alright. We could go on a bit of a crusade, try and take out Cruden Wild. But I know we've got some more action over here. Yeah, I might move up here. Get an ambush on this guy.
The slaughter goes.
Oh, he's going to come all the way down to... I'll fight it just so we don't make sure we don't get any bad casualties. Yeah, that's true. Black Orcs were initially made by the Chaos Dwarfs. As far as I remember the story, the Chaos Dwarves made Black Orcs because normal greenskins were too chaotic and undisciplined. So they made like a more disciplined, more regimented version of orcs, so that they thought they could control them better. And they probably simultaneously made them like stronger and more durable to, I guess, work in their mines and forges and stuff like that. But it kind of backfired because the more disciplined orcs, the more disciplined and bigger and larger orcs just sort of like rallied all of the other greenskins together and made a rebellion.
Out, boys.
Alright. Alright. I might put all of our heroes down here in full view, lure them down there a bit, and then simultaneously we'll hide all of our stuff up here. And just bum rush into their town center.
Take it all! Find them and the walking meat will walk no more.
So we can kind of do both things. We can do the Infinite Winds hero blob over here, and we can do the Lead Belcher thing over here.
When do we eat? Scourge a beast in my sights.
Alright, how about you guys enjoy a bit of this? Enjoy a bit of this. You just eat that. Oof. Oh, that hurt. That's smarted.
The quarry is mine. I smell game.
You guys can try meleeing with Ogre heroes. This is what being an Ogre is all about. Just getting in amongst those like man rodents and just smacking them with your hammer. Chuck them in your pot.
The point is yours now. Oh more. Voice of the law. Blade belchers. Sure thing. Here we go. Tribe on the move. This way. Follow the Moor's call. Helps the tribe.
This way. Serve the ogres. Off we go.
Alright, I'll just chill up there and play defensive. And these guys can just
Seeker.
hold their point. Yeah, this Bone Crusher is so good on these tight blobs.
Forgotten now. Arise.
I seek prey.
Gnawing hunger. Master of the meat pot.
Prey.
I didn't really get to see what happened to them, but I assume they got the shit shot out of them by cannons. Which is pretty cool.
Ogre hunter.
So somebody speculating that a new greenskin lord could come in time in old Grimgore's place. Yeah, well, there's a bunch of other lords. There's a bunch of other greenskin lords in or around the Badlands and stuff that are like named characters from Warhammer. Can't think of the names of any of them off the top of my head now, but yeah, like a lot of the leaders, a lot of the orc leaders of some of the minor orc factions, they're actually like legendary lords, I guess you'd call them, from the tabletop. So, or named characters from the tabletop. So potentially, you know, any of those could become, you know,
Hunter.
new legendary lords. Gazkull? Yeah, I think that's from a different universe, Clockworky. Close though. Close. Yeah, you know, Gazkull's the orc war boss that united the greenskins in 40k to invade Armageddon, like 3 times, I think. He's, oh, what's that name of that famous commissar? Can't remember. There's like a famous commissar that's always leads the defense of Armageddon, and he's like Gazkull's, like, you know, nemesis, the two of them. Yarrick, yeah, that's right, Commissar Yarrick, exactly. But yeah, no, who, like, if I was playing Warhammer 2, I'd be able to pick out a bunch of names. Like, if anyone's playing Warhammer 2 and you're in the Badlands, just check out some of those, like, minor factions around there. And, yeah, a lot of the names are familiar. Grimaldus. Oh yeah, if anyone hasn't watched the Hell's Reach animation, I think it's like the best 40k thing that's on the internet, apart from Astartes, obviously. But it's where Astartes is only like 10 or 12 minutes long or something, the Hell's Reach goes for like an hour or more, I think. It's like an audio book with animations. It's done by the same guy, I think, that did the Blood Angels, animation. It's on Warhammer Plus. Although I think the storyline is better. The Grimaldus Hell's Reach storyline is better than the Blood Angels one that's on 1+, I reckon. Let's get our health back up here as well. Gorbad Ironclaw, yes. Definitely. Gorbad is definitely one of the ones that I'm talking about. So yeah, Gorbad, like, Gorbad would probably be the main, probably the next most famous greenskin lord that's not currently in the game, right? I think there's actually one or two more kind of famous ones in the map somewhere as well, but yeah, Gorbad Ironclaw is actually probably the main one I was thinking of, yeah. I think we were talking about him the other day. I can't remember. They were saying he's like, I don't know, smart or something. Good at using combined arms tactics. I think, is Gorbad Ironclaw the one that invaded the Empire and destroyed Solid? Or am I getting mixed up with a different dude? The guy that like, you know, rallied the orcs and take them through Blackfire Pass and all that. Should we take the money or should we occupy? Might do both. If we can. Have we got enough movement?
See them tremble.
No, I don't have movement. That's alright.
Never.
Best 40k animation is the Krieg boys are back on Vrax. The Siege of Vrax? Nah. Siege of Vrax is cool, but Astartes is way better. Like, way better. But Siege of Vrax is really cool, though. It's up there. But it's just the Astartes one is, like, so much better than anything else. Like, by like a lands, like, so much better. It's like, yeah, it's like everything else, and then there's a big gap, and then Astartes is like way up there in terms of like the writing and the just everything, you know. It's just put together super well. But there's definitely some other really worthy stuff. Hell's Reach is really good. Siege of Vrax with the which one's the one where is it the Siege of Vrax where he like puts the grenade? He uses the grenade on the Khorne Berserker. The video for Too Bad Astartes got snatched by GW. Well, it's not too bad if they let him actually create new stuff and they give him creative freedom. I think they'd be idiots not to. You know what I mean? Like, if they... Like, obviously they're going to want him to make videos about stuff that's going to sell them more miniatures. That's the whole point of Warhammer existing, is to sell more miniatures, right? But I would hope that they would give him free reign, you know? They would just be like, hey, we want to sell some Necromunda miniatures, make some Necromunda video, and just do whatever you want. You're the man. We're not even going to tell you what to do. We're just going to say Necromunda, go crazy, do whatever you want. Yeah, I don't know how that'll go. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I feel like that would be a real shame if they hired somebody like oh, I can't remember the guy's name now, but really bad actually. I should say his actual name. It's Sayama Peterson. Creator of the popular unofficial 40k animated film series Astartes. The only thing I would say is, instead of being the creator of the popular unofficial 40k animated short film series, I'd say creator of the wildly popular viral unofficial 40k animated short film series Astartes. But yeah. Nala, yeah. But yeah, I feel like it would be a real shame if they hired him and then they gave him like a really narrow scope, you know, and didn't let him do whatever he wanted. Like, you know, if you got something that talented, you just fucking let them do whatever they want, you know?
It is gristle. They will be.
You've not seen the Inquisitor animated movie then, Mercy? No, I haven't actually. You mean the Bolter and Chainsword one? Is it actually a movie? I thought it was like a serialized type of thing. I've watched little bits and pieces of it. But yeah, you're not talking about Lord Inquisitor, the one that got cancelled. We're talking about Hammer and Bolter. I did watch Hammer and Bolter, but in my opinion they missed it. Small details like why would an orc tell a story if they're genetically engineered to be born with the knowledge they use? Oh, I don't spoil the whole story, man. I didn't watch. I haven't seen it yet.
Let the hunger.
Get another sack in there. Another chance to get magic items. Nice.
Scrag.
Right.
Slaughter.
Yeah, I want to nip back over here.
Slaughter master. If it means butchery, the more guides us.
Put this guy into raiding stance.
In charge.
And yeah, we'll get this guy back up. Actually, no, we don't really need him right now. We'll get this guy back up in there.
The Moor's red right hand.
Come on, Boommaker. Give me the Boommaker trait. Give it to me. Boommaker. Finally got one. Alright, maybe we're gonna get... Hopefully we'll get like a run of Boommakers now. They'll like all be Boommakers. That'd be cool.
Flesh.
I don't know if I should maybe delete one of my leveled up guys so we can get more Boommakers, or if I should just... forget it. And should we upgrade Altdorf to tier 3? I feel like we could probably get Altdorf to tier 3 now. It's just somewhat safe. And yeah, I'm going to go for the minus 50% upkeep on Noblars, just so that we can have like heaps of Noblars.
I treasure much flavors. Slaughter master. Master of awful.
Actually, we can
Tyrant of the
we'll
tribe.
recruit the other lord here.
They will serve their slaughter master.
Give him a Noblar chief.
Warriors today, ingredients tomorrow.
And he can recruit. Well, I suppose we should actually... Actually, yeah, I suppose we should actually wait the 3 turns until they actually do become free, rather than hiring them now. Yeah, that was probably a mistake, actually. Yeah, I'll just leave it now.
For you. Great.
There we go, Giant. No fan made. You're talking about Inquisitor. You're talking about Lord Inquisitor, the one that got cancelled. Yeah, I watched all of what he made of it, but it didn't. It got cancelled. He didn't finish it. The only thing we really got was the intro that's got the Inquisitor, the Interrogator, you know, or Minor Inquisitor or whatever, giving it to that Imperial Lord, which is pretty cool actually, and also the teaser trailer for the Grey Knights, which is pretty awesome. There's a few little other bits and pieces, but those are the only two like majorly awesome parts. But yeah, that was all set to be. That was the thing that was going to be the greatest 40k animation ever made, but then it didn't happen. But then Astartes came along, which was actually better. But I reckon that Lord Inquisitor... I think Lord of Inquisitor would have been good. Like, really good. I think it would have been the best thing we'd ever seen, probably. If he'd been able to get good writing and voice actors and stuff for it. Like, well, I mean, if he'd be able to finish it, basically, I guess, you know. But you know, only if Astartes never got made afterwards. Like, no matter how good Lord Inquisitor, like, I don't think it's possible to make a better 40k show than the Astartes animation. Like, I think that will remain the best thing ever that's ever been made. 40k. It'll, like, I don't think it'll ever be surpassed. You know.
Ogre Hunter.
I hope I'm wrong.
Scourge of beasts.
But yeah, I think that we've seen. I think we've already seen the best thing that we're ever going to see.
The more drives us on. The forever hungry mouth.
Scarbrand made peace? Heretic. How can Ogres do infinite wins if they said they patched the infinite wins magic stuff? Oh, hey, the random spanner. I made a video about the infinite wins changes. So they fixed it, but they fixed it so that it works as intended. They didn't fix it so that you can't have infinite wins. It was being able to be exploited so that you could get your infinite wins too fast, basically. So it was allowing things that shouldn't really be able to give you infinite wins to give you infinite wins, and it was allowing things that could already give you infinite wins to give you heaps more infinite wins a lot faster, you know? So basically they've just made it slower. The gist of it, well, yeah, like I said, I made a video. It only gets to like 2 minutes. If you just Google like infinite wins 1.3, you should see the video. It explains it all. Does Glean magic actually work now? I can't remember. There's a link. If you look at my video, there's a link to another video by Total War Hamster. I'm pretty sure he mentioned it and he had tested it, but I didn't actually test it. But the army ability, I think is it called Arcane Surge? The army ability does actually work now. The one that never actually worked previously.
Stalker of prey.
But yeah, basically, these guys get this thing, 8 extra ingredients. Every time you cast that, it gives you 6 extra wins. So I can cast it with these 2 guys, and then that gives me just 6 extra wins reserve. So instead of 53, I'll end up having like, 63 or something, 65 or whatever. But then if I can get these guys into combat and they can stay in combat for 90 seconds, then we'll get another 6 for each guy, you know? Some blockbuster one-time movie we made someday. Maybe Henry Cavill get his dream movie to play in. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's the thing. Like with short stories, like I'm not really a fan of short stories. Like I'm a fan of novels, you know, and I'm not really a fan of movies even so much anymore. I'm more a fan of TV series where you can really develop a story and develop characters over, many hours, and I think a lot of other people are the same way now, like movies just aren't long enough, movies are just kind of like short stories, but anyway, yeah, I think like Stayama Peterson's Astartes, it's like a short story, and it's kind of just perfect in what it is. It's like this real art, like a real work of art, and I'm sure you could make a longer piece that is like I don't know if we're gonna do well against this guy. I'll try.
Meat ritual.
All right.
Consider it done.
I seek.
Servant of the Lord.
No, I'm just gonna sell the movie.
Insatiable.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like they, you know, they can make it. They can make something that's like. They can make something that's good, but I don't know. It would take like a pretty serious effort, like with like top tier dudes, to make something better than Astartes. I think. Like you can make something longer. You can make something that's got more character development and more time for you to get attached to the characters. You know, you could make something that people will love more, but I don't think it would be like, I think Astartes is just, it's just perfect, you know what I mean? Like it's just like a perfect creation, you know? It's just got everything, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm gushing a bit too much about it. I think it's just because it's so far and away like better than anything else that's ever been done in the 40k arena, I think, and it's like, and it just really nails the like vibe of 40k, and it also really nails the kind of big wide galaxy where anything can happen thing, because that's the thing. Like, he could have gone for something more generic, like something more familiar that you've seen before. Like, he could, instead of being his homebrew chapter, he could have made it like you know, Imperial Fists or Black Templars or something like that, you know, instead of making it like about this sort of obscure orb thing that we don't even know what it is, and this particular race of heretics that we've never seen before and stuff like that. You know, that like he made new, it was all like a new IP that he made, like a new you know, like a new chapter, new heresies, etc., you know. But the thing is, that is, for me anyway, that is like a quintessential part of 40k, that there's always like more, there's always more of it. Like everything, you know, outside of that, there's whole other worlds that have had entire histories and rebellions and you know, heresies that we've never even heard of, because the galaxy is just such a big place that you just can't know it all, you know. And like he even nailed that, you know. That's the real trick with 40k. Like you create new lore basically, but like but and there's not really any hard and fast rules for what that new lore has to be, but people will instantly know if it's wrong, you know. And he created a whole bunch of new stuff, and people instantly knew that it was right, you know. That shit is 40k. That is real, you know. And that's like, I don't know, it's beautiful. I think it's just beautiful. It moved me.
The Great War will feed. Ogre slew a master.
Yeah, we'll try and ambush again, see if we can sucker some more people into coming into our little death trap here. He used new stuff that is so he could have creative freedoms to do things that played to his strengths, which in Astartes was atmosphere, audio, and action shots. You couldn't do that with Templars. Well, it doesn't have to be Templars specifically, but what I'm saying is he could have used a chapter that, a pre-existing chapter, you know what I mean, to cash in more on the whole like fan favorite action and whatever, you know. But no. Oh, yeah, should have done that actually. Putting in Hornet's Nest, but most of the mad Warhammer needs more women and races representation. Why something pre-becoming Primarch on some planets so they wouldn't need armors and all heavies? What? What are you talking about, Adrian? I don't know what you're talking about, Adrian. I don't feel like that was really relevant to what we were talking about. And also, I feel like... No, Adrian, sorry, day one. Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's 100% politics. Gender politics now we're talking about.
Bring me something.
Or it's just outright trolling.
Slaughter, servant.
feel like you're trying to start some shit there, one. There you go. Niall's taking the bait.
Meat and bone. Nothing more.
Yeah.
Scrag, slaughter, servant. I can serve you better, great.
Yeah, I'm finding it hard to resist the topic. I kind of want to talk about it as well, but
That one is no threat.
I guess I'll just say this. In general, I think that the way that 40K operates is that it's sort of like it's partially powered by Games Workshop and it's partly powered by the fans. So and new stuff, it operates under the rule of cool, basically. So if you make a new chapter, if you make a new 40K chapter and you know, make up your own lore for them or whatever, and it's cool, then it will become part of the lore, you know, like eventually. You know, not necessarily in every case, but you know what I mean? Like people are always creating new content for 40K all the time with their own armies and their own like custom jobs and all that kind of stuff. And the things that are cool, like stay, and the things that aren't cool go. You know what I mean? Like, and what the player base thinks is cool changes as the player base changes, you know what I mean? So it's a slow process, you know? And I think it changes slowly over time. But the other thing about it is that I think that in general, like, you have a niche thing, like 40K is still like a niche thing, you know, even though it's like a very, in terms of nerd subcultures, it's a very large one, but it's still like a niche thing. It's not like Halo or, you know, Call of Duty or something like that, you know what I mean? It doesn't have that sort of wide appeal. And whenever you get a niche thing and then you try and make it appeal to a broader audience, you basically, there's a risk of diluting it down so that you lose the original thing that's good of it. Yeah, and that is going to happen to 40K, you know. I would say it's almost a foregone conclusion that 40K will slowly get more and more kind of fucked up as they market it, as they want to try and make it more and more marketable. But I hope not. But yeah, which is not, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be more inclusivity, but I feel like there can be, you know, a bit of a rush to try and, you know, what do you call it? What's the word? There can be, sometimes with stuff like this, there can be a bit of a rush to try to like virtue signal that you're like awesome in every way or whatever. And I don't really want that to, like, you know, I prefer if like keeping 40K cool was the kind of top priority, you know, but you know, I guess I'm not very socially responsible. So yeah. I think Major Kill's done a few videos on this topic, if anyone's interested in further materials. Like I think Major Kill's done a video about, like, you know, gay characters in 40K and like just basically everything that you could think of that's like controversial. Like basically that Major Kill's probably done a video about it. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out his opinions about it. Yeah, I don't think there's any need to have like female Space Marines or anything. They've already got female Sisters of Battle, which are cool.
Prophet of the Great Moor.
By the way, did Major Kill come out yet? That's, yeah. Sorry, I didn't really realize what you read. I didn't realize what the comment was meant until I read it out. Yeah, don't need to insult other creators or anything, like.
Tyrant of the tribe.
What are we doing here? I want to kill something, but maybe I'll just occupy this.
Become awful.
Ah, shit, we're gonna get busted. Oh, fuck. Look at the casualties. Oh, man, that was bullshit.
Oh, more. It's ours now. The gore of the star.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's...
Master Butcher.
I feel like it's highly unlikely that you were just honestly wondering, Adrian, but if you were, even if you were, I feel like you've got a responsibility to be, like, socially aware enough not to, like, low-key insult people.
Stinking world.
Ogre Hunter.
Not that I think that Major Kill would be particularly offended or consider it to be an insult, but still.
Hunter.
Damn it! Another non-boom. Okay. It's alright, we'll get that.
I'm the boss. Got it.
Warhammer 40k does have an 80s feel to it. Yeah. But that's another thing too as well. Like I'm like you know, I kind of grew up alongside Warhammer 40k, so I'm like probably I've got the sort of more mentality of the older fans, you know, whereas newer fans would have totally different probably have a totally different viewpoint about it. And also, I think older people in general are just less sensitive to you know, this sort of gender politics stuff and everything. So it's like, you know, I don't know, maybe younger people find Warhammer really offensive. I would imagine they don't give a shit really, but maybe they do. But I think older people just definitely don't give a shit. They think Warhammer's probably fine.
It hungers.
Yeah, no, Major Hill's cool, whatever. I mean, I don't know him. I don't really know him. But I mean, I don't think whether he's straight or gay makes any difference, you know. Anyway.
I have devised a new recipe. Carve and grind.
What's this growth going here? We're gonna need a new cash injection pretty soon. Anyway, exactly, yeah. I think Major Kill is ripped. He is a pretty fit young man, for sure.
Ogre can beat me.
Do what I say. In charge.
It's alright. I like to think of it as extra body armor.
My coupon awaits.
Right, let's see what happens.
Master. Enemies, allies, all are ingredients.
Throw a feast in my honor.
I like to think of my fat as extra body armor. Yeah, exactly. That's where I was getting at. Can we get this dude? We could get him from here. How crazy is that? Seems like a long range attack, but let's do it.
Feed them to the more.
Such good movement range on Scrag. Let's do it. I'm also playing Ogre campaign. What's up with the auto resolve going from valiant defeat to crushing defeat after going 5-5 on the pre-battle feast? It doesn't seem right. Oh, you're saying you got like after you buffed yourself with the pre-battle feast, you actually had a higher chance of dying. That's interesting. I wonder if it's because of the speed bonus or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. Something wrong with the calculation. I hadn't noticed that because of Chase. Thanks for bringing that up. I'll have to try and keep an eye on that. Yeah, he was in Force March, yeah. So he didn't really. I think whichever century you're born in, it's okay to think high elves are dicks. Yeah, that's right. It's always okay to be racist against high elves. That's a universal constant. I mean, high elves would probably disagree, but you know.
Take it all! Meat! 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 Hungry!
I don't know. I think in general with this stuff, like, you know, the whole idea of Warhammer and like constant warfare and all that kind of stuff is faintly ridiculous anyway, you know. And you can't really take it too seriously. I mean, you can obviously you can take it really seriously, but it just doesn't really hold up. You know what I mean? Like any sort of super serious conversation about Warhammer doesn't really make any sense because it essentially just doesn't make sense. You know. So yeah, so I feel like any type of serious conversation about this kind of about real world issues, but in a Warhammer framework, just doesn't really hold up. You know, because like I mean, like at a base level, you know, you know, in the far future of 40k, there is only war. Like, what the fuck? How could a world that's only war even exist? Like, you know, what I mean? Wars are super bad. They destroy everything. You know, you can't live in perennial like eternal war. And like, obviously in the framework of Warhammer, we think that's pretty awesome that it's just constant war. But there's no one that thinks that would be awesome in real life. You know? So it's sort of like, I don't know, like it's on the one hand it's like all of these type of serious conversations, but said in Warhammer are kind of just stupid, I think. But then on the other hand, like, you know, some people do maybe get a bit carried away and use Warhammer as a like way of like pushing weird agendas and shit. Yeah, and regardless of, you know, what that agenda is, I think that's just as wrong as well, you know. Anyway, getting really out of my league in terms of things that I know shit about.
Where the more asked. The Godmouth directs, dragging the cauldron.
What's the best unit for Ogre Kingdom? Say Wizard Breed, there you go, man. Well, best, I don't know. In terms of my favorite, these bad boys, I love these bad boys. Look at them, just blowing the absolute shit out of everything. Can't go wrong. You know, I feel like lead belchers are great because you want a unit that's really fun to use, that's going to be really satisfying, and that's going to, you know, make you want to keep playing, basically, I guess. Oh, we're about to get some problems. We might need to fight back with our belchers, actually, just so they don't get shot. That's the only problem with lead belchers, they get shot a fair bit if you let the archers get into range. But the good thing about them is that they are ogres. They run a lot faster than ogres do. Oh, look at this blob. Oh man, that's disgusting. Oh, brutal.
Hunting for me. Ogre. This way.
But yeah, so yeah, lead belchers are pretty solid. if you mean like the strongest doom stack of units, it's probably like Stonehorns. They're a pretty high tier unit though. But what you can get pretty easily is these Ogre heroes, the Hunters. And when you level them up, you can mount them on Stonehorns. And Hunters mounted on Stonehorns are even stronger than regular Stonehorns because you can put items on them and you know, further buff them with extra items and abilities and stuff. But yeah, I mean, like anything, it's a complex question. Like, what's the best unit? Like these guys, Noblars, they only cost like 50 gold or something, and they're surprisingly solid for a basic, like a, you know, for an ultra low tier, super basic sort of unit. They're actually pretty damn good. So you could argue that the Noblars are the best unit. Like the weakest unit in the entire roster, the Noblars, is actually their best unit because they're so cost effective, you know. Hunters on Stonehorns, probably the strongest stack in Ogre Kingdoms. Yeah, just having a full stack of Hunters on Stonehorns is pretty solid. But it's probably also a bit overkill. You probably don't need... It's probably a bit overkill in the tankiness. You know, you probably don't need it to be tanky. You can also go for a bit, if you want it to be a bit more fun, you can go for like 4 or 5 Stonehorns to tank, and then a backline of Lead Belchers to just blow the shit out of everything. The Lead Belcher boom stack, where you use Hunters with the Boom Maker trait to give you extra damage to your Lead Belchers, is pretty fun as well. But it's not necessarily the strongest stack you could possibly get, but it's pretty cool. Iron Blasters used to be super effective, but I'm not sure if they still are anymore. I have to test them out still. Since Europe had peace only for 80 years in modern history, until then there was only war. I think that if you look at it country by country, day one, you'll find that like most of the countries that are doing well have been at, like, you know, not under attack by anybody. You know, like you can be in a war, but like I mean, if there's war happening in your local area and everything's getting blown up and shit, then there's not going to be much commerce going on there, you know what I mean? If you're like attacking somebody else far away and it's not using up much of your resources or whatever, then yeah, that's probably fairly manageable. But you know what I mean? Like if you're in the 40k universe where like there is only war, you know what I mean? Like that's probably a bit different, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's an interesting point, though. You won, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know, I'm just getting distracted by chat. I'm getting distracted by you, day one. It's your fault. There are no planets which have commerce. No, there's planets that have commerce, but I'm saying like the scale and the continuousness of the war, like, and the casualty rates and everything. It's just all like ridiculous and unsustainable. You know what I mean? Like. It's kind of like the idea that like just say, you know, Viking warriors, right? You know, the idea of Vikings being super aggressive, powerful warriors and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like as a race, like the like thinking of like all of the northern Scandinavians, Norwegians and stuff as being a Viking race, right? And them all being like big, tough, powerful warriors and shit like that. You know. And like scary, dangerous men that have killed lots of dudes and stuff. You know, if every dude in Norway had killed a bunch of dudes, then there'd be no dudes in Norway. You know what I mean? Like you can't, like, you know what I mean? Like if every single guy in Norway had killed more than one person, then there would be no people. You know, and so you know, like, so obviously that's not how it is. You know, all the stories that we have about the Vikings are just about, you know, a relatively smaller number of dudes who were, you know, famous for going around raiding and stuff. And you know, whereas in Warhammer, it's like the scale of it is just like there's so much death and carnage and stuff, and just like billions of soldiers going off and being killed every day and all this sort of shit. You know what I mean? It's just sort of ridiculous, you know. The universe was built on satire and meant to be awesomely over the top and not taken seriously. Yeah, that's exactly the point I'm trying to make, Bimby. It's meant to be over the top and a satire and not taken seriously, exactly. And that's why I think it's just kind of, whenever you get into like a serious conversation about politics in 40k, it just doesn't make any sense, because it's just doesn't, you know, you just can't really talk about it in those terms. Scandinavian here can confirm the vast majority of Vikings were fishers and farmers. Hey Spice, that would have been way funnier if you had have said Scandinavian here can confirm everyone I know has killed multiple people or something along those lines. Then you could have perpetuated the myth. You know, you've ruined it. Now we know the truth. But yeah, that's right. And you know, if 40k was a real universe, then it would be like the vast majority of worlds would have to be in like relative safety and, you know, not under constant warfare and all that kind of stuff, you know. I don't really need to do these, but just in case we get into a fight, might as well make sure we're at our maximum fightiness, maximum capacity to defend ourselves. Oh yeah, we're tier 4 nearly over here, aren't we? Nearly, yeah, and you can put fire belly. Shit, we need to. Yeah, we'll just upgrade that one and get some fire bellies, yeah. How much does that cost? 8,000, that's not too bad. We should be getting another... Is it 15 turns or 30 turns between the rifts? It's like 30 turns from start to start. So 25, 35. Should be getting a rift next time. 55, yeah, we should be getting a rift next turn, shouldn't we? Did we already get the message? Guess we'll find out.
The chop house awaits all who fail me. March or into the pot.
Alright, we're just about to get 3 Noblars.
Ogre slaughter master.
So, we'll put this guy... This guy Noblar Chief. And put him...
I'll turn you to awful.
Here. And then he can recruit.
They serve, or they'll be served. They will harvest the meat. Obey the master of slaughter. My recipes will grant them power. Tyrant of the tribe. Ogre tyrant.
We're getting pretty broke. Turn 30 is usually the first rift. Oh, turn 30. Okay, so yeah, so it's gonna pop and turn 60. Yes.
I'll make a boat soup of you.
Oh, somebody's just asking me questions now. Sorry, yeah, if you want to ask me questions, just write at Mercy the Mad. Just like copy my name from the YouTube channel. So it's the exact spelling. Just write at Mercy the Mad, and then it'll show up with a big orange nameplate, so I'll see the thing. So yeah, sorry, there was some questions that I kind of missed them in amongst all of the chat. How are you liking 9.3? Yeah, I'm quite enjoying this campaign, but I think I'm going to play Warhammer 2 for my next campaign again. It's like the game plays okay, but it just doesn't. Just the content, you know. I want more factions. I want more variety. I don't want to have to keep playing the same factions over and over again. Even though I do play the same factions over and over again when I play Warhammer 2, pretty much.
The Godmouth rewards.
But yeah, no, it seems to be playing pretty well. Haven't like yeah, I wanted to get a bit more of an idea about how the anti-player bias is working. See, this is really nice. 36 gold they cost now. Put them in here. And they'll be free now.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Yeah, 0 upkeep. Boom. They're all their Noblar garrisons.
Obey me or your dinner. Do what I
Now,
say.
at this point, we probably want to get rid of any
My
ogres that we've
gut
got.
is law.
Like these bad boys here. Because they costing it. Oh, they only cost us 34 gold. I suppose they don't really. It's not that expensive, but 2, 3, 4, 200 gold. I feel like they're not that much more. Like it'd be better, really better
No
served.
one fatter than me stays.
Oh, we'll get rid of these 3
The useless get eat.
unskilled ones anyway.
Tyrant of the tribe. I'm boss, and that's that.
I really want to build that. It's kind of 8,000 gold.
I've trapped mammoth and rhinox.
Let's get started here. That's not too threatening, those 2 armies. So maybe we can risk a little foray up to Crudenwald. Maybe. Just need some cash.
There's a stink here.
Hunter.
Boommaker. Boommaker. Boom.
I got
Awesome.
traps to set.
Right, can we get another Boommaker?
Ogre hunter.
Nah. It's alright, we got a couple.
Meat for the meat ritual.
Norska got fortresses in Warhammer 3? Oh, really? I didn't even notice that. Did Norska have walled settlements in Warhammer 3? Or you just mean the minor settlements?
Prophet of
I feel like you don't even really need... I feel like you don't even really need major settlements in Warhammer 3 anymore. These gorges are 110. Is that like... Yeah, I suppose they're pretty good, but compared to these...
Slaughtermaster. Hunger cannot slow us. The more.
Right, we might put him back here.
Move, move.
And then this guy can come and
Meat ritual.
take a couple of Noblars from him.
Behold, my greatest trophies. Wanderlust consumes me.
Ogre hunter. I know of hidden paths.
I know of hidden paths.
So yeah, shouldn't we have gotten the Rifts notification by now? Where are are my rifts?
Tyrant of the tribe. Hungry. Always hungry.
Doom breeds followers. I wonder where they are. Holy shit. Contact. We got contact.
More. God, my guts. Who can I boss around next? Carve and grind. Led by the moon. Gonna be over, Tyrant, one day. March on.
I can't believe my Skaven allies just let these dickheads, like, attack me. What bastards.
The great moon.
I love how these guys keep going into force march into range of Scrag. I think what's going on is actually no, I don't know what's going on. Just I guess they didn't see my ambush.
Scrag, slaughter, servant, carve and grind.
Yeah, we're getting pretty low on
In
wins reserve.
charge. Want everything. I'm the boss. Do what I say. There will be butchery. Hunger guides us. Prophet of the great moor. March on for the moor. It cools. Feed up to the moor.
Through these guys again. How do Northkins get mammoths into longships? I don't know. I guess they have big ships, the extra big longships. Depends on the writer for 40k too. Some say all planets are constantly in battle, while others say we only hear about the worst ones, and most people don't even know about chaos and bugs, etc. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it depends on the writers. Like, I feel like Dan Abnett, when he wrote like the Eisenhorn series, that one was probably one of the ones that was a bit more like I think he called it domestic 40k. He tried to write about 40k universe from the point of view of more like the average citizens. I mean, not the average citizens, but the average worlds, like that are far away from the front of a war. You know, like there's no wars in the Eisenhorn series. There, it's always about just domestic crimes, you know, heresies and well, not heresy, but like smuggling, murder, conspiracies, stuff like that. I mean, Eisenhower's in the Eisenhorn's in the Auto Xenos, so he's mainly dealing with like alien, kind of like alien menace, you know, rather than chaos and stuff. But yeah, he doesn't deal with wars like, whereas like Caiaphas Kane or something is a commissar, and his stuff's all about wars because he's a political officer that goes around with the regiments and stuff. But anyway, sorry, what I was originally saying was like that. Yeah, I think Dan like intentionally tried to make Eisenhorn series more, yeah, like domestic 40k, nothing to do with war, and more about like the day-to-day life of the Imperium, you know. And therefore I think he thought a little bit more about how to make it a bit more, not realistic necessarily, but a bit more like make a bit more sense kind of thing, you know, a bit more realistic or whatever. Like I don't know, I can't really remember any specific examples, but you know, there'd be a bit of like you know, when he'd go to a new planet or whatever, it'd have a little intro about how that planet operated and how they fitted into the sort of economic ecosystem of the local star system or whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. Which is cool.
Scourge of beasts. In my sights.
Screaming hunger. Voice of the law. Great war sound.
Right. The Archer's getting in range, we'll pull back a little bit.
So I hunt.
Scrag the slaughterer. I will roar.
Then Dodge is showing off what Vampire Coast wants to be, gunpowder dominance. Oh, exactly. Look at it. It's glorious. Just like tear it up. It's so much fun.
Stalker.
Once we get boommakers in here and these guys are doing like double or triple or quadruple the damage or whatever they get up to, they get ridiculously powerful later on.
Hunter. Shrewd.
Voice of the law. The meat hook is ready. I seek ingredients. Upgrade.
Yeah, just keep kiting them back. Stay out of range of those archers.
Scrag the slaughterer.
When do we eat? Take it all.
Yeah, so we should try to kill more stuff, I guess.
Bless me. Ogres. Yeah. The food thirst. Lead belchers. Find a meal. Drive on the move.
All I know about Tomb Kings is that you can research one dynasty until there's one turn left, then do another and go back to the first 3 armies up to 31 turns. Yeah, that sounds good, Nixler. Yeah, do you think that's good to go for 3 armies, or should I just go for like, not, you know, should I just stick with 1 army as long as I absolutely can? Like after I've got the ability to just quickly research and get 3 armies, should I do that? Or if I'm safe enough, should I just keep waiting and get 4 and 5 and 6, get them like all queued up, and then just get them all done one after another at the end? Or
Where's me master?
I feel like there's a certain balance to that, because the more territory that if you have more armies earlier, then you get more territory, right? And then that's going to give you advantages. Whereas, yeah, if you get more armies earlier, that's going to take longer to get them later on. Just, we actually don't need any healing. They didn't lose any entities anyway, so we can just end it. Just the only thing you get more is like more money if you wipe out more units, and we could have got a bit more money for killing that hero, but oh well. Eisenhorn is one of my favorite books of all time. Yeah, it's one of my favorite books of all time as well. I've read it. I've read it at least twice now though, and I started reading it again recently for the third or fourth time, and yeah, it's sort of like, I don't know, it's like I don't want to have to read through the whole lot again, you know, like I want those key moments where with the good feels, you know, without having to read through the whole thing again. I guess I'm just lazy now, I guess.
The more cares not.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a problem with like YouTube and social media and everything, you know, like just you're used to getting this really high amount of you know, what's the word, like is it endorphins or something like that, and like books just like they're too slow. Dopamine, yeah, dopamine. It's like, yeah, like, I don't know if it's like, I mean, I say it's because I don't have time to read, but I don't know if it is that I don't have time. I think a lot of time it's just because I'm too keyed up, you know, I'm too keyed up, and like, you need to like, I don't know. Yeah, there's this thing, I don't know if it's like a real thing. It's kind of like a thing that's come around now, dopamine fasting, where basically you reduce down the amount of dopamine hits that you're getting, so that your brain can concentrate on shit that's less addictive, basically. You know, like checking your Facebook status and like scrolling through Twitter and stuff like that. It's like this constant drip feed of little dopamine hits every time you see something interesting or whatever that engages you. And then if like you can kind of get into this loop where you find it impossible to concentrate on anything because you need that like constant dopamine hits, you know what I mean? And like the way to reset it that I've used is to go to sleep, because when you're asleep you don't get dopamine hits it's much more smoothed out, and so yeah, so I was finding it was really hard for me to go to work straight after streaming, because after the stream finishes, that's when I'm meant to go to work at 9 a.m. But yeah, I just found it really well, one, because I don't get enough sleep, but also I feel like the dopamine fasting thing is the real thing. So it's like, if I go straight to work after this, then I won't have had enough sleep. I only slept for 3 hours before the stream. But if so after the stream, I'm going to sleep for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that will hopefully be enough sleep for me. But I found that even if it's even separate from the sleep, it's not even about the sleep, it's about the dopamine reset. Like if I go straight from, like, this is like my favorite thing to do, right? So I'm like getting strategy game, I'm getting like, you know, getting you guys talking to me about interesting stuff. You know, I'm just like getting all this dopamine hits, you know, constantly, just, you know, like this is just like my brain's in overdrive kind of thing, you know? And so like if I try to go to work after this, it's just like I can't concentrate. It's just like so boring, you know what I mean, kind of thing, I guess, or I don't know how you characterize it exactly, but it's just really hard to concentrate. It's like I've got ADD. But then if I just go to sleep for an hour, that like resets your kind of dopamine levels or whatever, and then you're able to like concentrate. Maybe it's not. Maybe dopamine's the wrong word. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Rand Spanner, you might be right, but whatever it is, like, yeah, I watched this video by this guy. I can't remember. There's a guy that has all these kind of like tips like that, and basically he's just saying like, yeah, if you're trying to be more productive and stuff, if you have work like that is not very engaging, like where you have to like read a lot of stuff and kind of like study some things, and it's kind of like not as high octane, you know what I mean? Those type of things, they're much easier to do when you first wake up in the morning because your dopamine hits or whatever will be much lower, you know? So yeah, if you need to do like slow, boring kind of stuff and be productive, it's best to do it in the morning when you're at that lowest level. Whereas if you're more amped up, you're going to find it hard to settle down and concentrate on like slow study type stuff. But yeah, I found that just knowing that, just that concept, I found that really useful. Like, you know, and you don't have to sleep. You could probably like meditate or whatever, you know, or just chill and like, yeah, do something that doesn't give you a lot of satisfaction, I guess, or a lot of, yeah.
The hunt shall be tireless.
Tyrant of the tribe.
But yeah, it seems to work pretty good. So it's good. I wonder if they're going to take that off me. I hope not.
The boss.
I need to kill more things to get more money. Hopefully these guys are going to come into range.
Bring me ingredients. I'm boss, and that's that. Master Butcher. Want everything.
Boom! Here comes the boom! Oh yeah. We got Boom Maker.
You can't hide from
We've got the boom. Give me another Boom Maker. Come on. No Boom Maker.
Obey me. Tyrant of the tribe.
Yeah, we need 8,000 to be able to start getting our fire bellies. See you later, Darwin. Thanks for the lively chat. Yeah, no, I already did that. As for sleep, we're kind of unsure how it works. Good theory is you get worse at either receiving or making brain signals caused by straining the brain to think he thinks. Yeah, that's like a separate thing though. I'm not talking about like getting rest. Like obviously sleep's really important because you need to like recharge your brain. But what I'm talking about is just like if you like watch YouTube videos or you even watch an exciting TV series on TV that you like or whatever, you'll be constantly getting these little hits of like dopamine or whatever, or whatever it is, like the type of some sort of. Oh, okay, here we go. So it's going to hit at turn 62 by the looks of it. That's interesting. Yeah, basically you get like lots of dopamine hits or whatever. And if you try to like, you know, read about, you know, I don't know, politics in the 1600s, medieval Europe or something. I don't know, whatever. Just read about something that's really dry or whatever, and you need to make notes about it or something, you know? That's going to be quite low octane activity, and it's going to be quite hard to concentrate on that if you've been just doing a really high octane activity, you know, kind of thing, like exciting thing. So yeah, so basically the idea is that you fast your brain from dopamine or whatever, you know, and you like, if you sleep, that works. Meditate, that works. Yeah, just think about nothing for a while, you know, or whatever. Or I guess like just reading, I don't know, I guess like doing something that's like going for a walk. Yeah, that would work as well, probably. Just go for a walk, like long sedate walk, you know, just calm yourself down. And then you come back and try and do some reading or whatever, and it's going to work, you know? So, I don't know, for me personally, how it works is like, if I don't go to sleep after the stream right like now, I'll probably be tired, for one thing. But, we could probably just go there and kill them all right now.
Beast killer.
I want to get this guy into my stack. Yeah, I might go for the ambush.
Praise I'll find a shortcut.
Oh, this is gonna attack us.
Won't stop.
We're just like turtling here, just like achieving nothing. But you don't really need to achieve anything in this campaign. I think you can just kind of like cruise along. It's fine.
Great Moors directive.
Fuck. How annoying is that? I came here so I could go into an ambush. Oh, I can actually do it. That's crazy. It lets me go into ambush stance, but I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna break my ambush like as soon as, you know, as soon as the turn starts.
The freaks, they can fight us.
Yeah, no, we can't get this over. That's okay. We'll just do that.
The slaughter master abides. Hunger guides us. Devour everything.
Alright, we haven't lost our settlement yet. Oh, these guys, they wiped out the Skaven. Holy shit. Can we make peace with them? I'd really rather be friendly with them than enemies.
All right. My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
It's unfortunate because they're at war with Midland, who we're also at war with, so, you know, like, we don't need to be at war with them necessarily, but...
Someone better keep us sweet. Ogres, stomp.
Fucking ambushed me. I got suckered. Big time. We're not really that ambush susceptible because we've got all short range and melee units, so let's see how it goes. But definitely this is not great. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about sleeping. I'm not trying to talk about how to get into sleep, although being able to get to sleep is...
Fresh for the chop house.
Oh, let's just do this first. We'll come back to it. I'll cycle back to it. You see, there's just this army of little Noblars following him around. Alright, holy shit.
Where's me master? Take it all! Swarm together!
Biggest in the tribe.
Ah!
Fuck.
Run for it!
Here we go. The meat hook is ready.
I'll smell ya! I ain't no gobbo! When do we eat? Make some! Ah! Noblars attack! Meal time! Noblar! All together!
The meat ritual. When do we eat? My cleaver is sharp.
Yeah, this is bad. This is not good at all.
Hungry! Where's the meat?
Guided by hunger. Lead belchers.
Off we go! Serve the ogres! This way!
I smell me. Call of the moor.
Where's me master? Let's go, Noblars! I ain't no gobbo!
Take it all.
This is not great, is it?
Cool.
This is not great at all.
Run for it! Yeah, yeah! Meal time!
the Marsh call.
Hungry!
Hungry!
Stop her!
The hunger noise!
Run for it!
As they say.
Leader of butchers! I seek ingredients! Cookmaster Supreme! Lead belchers! Chop and clave!
I really want to be up here helping these guys.
When do we eat? I'll smell ya!
I'm trying to keep them. Their boxes alive.
Thundering fall! The Slaughtermaster!
Overwhelm them!
The Cleaver Wielder! Embrace the
That's it. Our wind's down.
hunger! Guts out, boys! Fresh meat!
Find them and kill them! I'll smell ya!
Slaughter them!
I'm going to be shooting through my own dudes there, so that's pretty rough.
Let it!
Maybe we should just try and get the hell out of here before we lose too much stuff.
Let it!
A good recipe!
Noblars attack!
I feel the hunger!
Where's me master?
Oh shit, we can't withdraw unless we get to over there. Fuck.
Stop her!
Searching for ingredients!
I know. When are we going to get wiped out? Yeah, I got suckered big time. I'm not sure if I could have won that anyway with all these Outriders. That's pretty nasty. But yeah, the ambush definitely screwed me. If I could have blobbed them, I could have probably killed all their infantry with the Flock of Doom. Hey Lolo, thanks for the super chat, man. Is that like a good effort? Just saying good effort, mercy kind of thing?
An unwise recipe.
Love my vampire laugh.
Ogre Slaughtermaster.
Alright, well, we'll see if we can get them to attack us in the garrison. That would be good.
More flesh will be carved. My recipes will grant them power.
Oh yeah, we'll change the color of our things again. I guess we'll just make it a little bit greener.
More. God, my God.
Yeah, I think we'll have to just stick with the green. I think the yellow is less obnoxious when you're on the battle map, but it's alright. We can deal with it.
Won't stop till everything's mine. Scrag.
Yeah, well, hopefully he'll. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to break that ambush straight away. I thought it would actually like not let you go into ambush that close to an agent, but yeah, obviously it does. But I'm pretty sure he's going to break the ambush as soon as it's his turn.
Tyrant of the tribe.
I think not.
Yeah, we need to deal with this situation.
The magic of
Get the hell out of here.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Scrap launchers are okay against non-armored units, aren't they?
Who
get some
can I
scrap
boss
options.
around next?
Shit.
More meat for my grinder.
Alright, hopefully we'll get some more money in a second.
Enemies alive.
So I was saying, what I was saying is, so there's like there's a sort of separate thing, which is that, like, you know, when you're too keyed up, it's hard to sleep sometimes, and, you know, yeah, reading can help you, reading before bed can help. Having a really set,
The loser gets eaten.
having a really set routine that you go through before bed as well can help. Like, you know, you have a shower, have a brush teeth, drink a glass of water, or whatever, like do all your things that you do before you go to bed, and just like that can just get your brain to the pattern of getting ready to power down, because you know that you're going through the motions of your bedtime motions or whatever, like that kind of thing. But anyway, like, that's not what I'm talking about though. What I'm talking about is your ability to concentrate on tasks at work, or whatever you do. If you're, like, you know, self-employed, if you're a writer or whatever, like whenever you need to, like, settle down on work, you know, if you, like, I find, like, more high octane tasks, like if I'm in a meeting where I'm have an active role and I'm talking and stuff and I'm interested in the topic and I'm, you know, talking to people and whatever, if I'm like dealing with a customer and you know, I'm talking on the phone with them and stuff like that, that's quite a high intensity activity, you know, like that's got a lot of stimulation and stuff, and it's quite easy for me to concentrate on those tasks. But if I have to do like administration type work, I find it quite hard after if I'm pretty keyed up. And so yeah, I was just saying that if you sleep, even just for an hour or 45 minutes or whatever, oh shit, this is getting pretty serious. Then you then it kind of like resets your, you know, your brain to be accepting of a lower level of kind of dopamine hits, you know. Whereas otherwise it's really hard to kind of concentrate on those more sedate activities. That's what I was getting at. Alright, I think we're gonna have to let these guys live, because we need to get this guy back over here to deal with these wood elves. I would have liked to have killed them for the money, but I think we're gonna have to go for this guy instead.
It cools.
Does it make sense? I definitely get sleepy when I'm thinking I have to work soon. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about sleep. I'm talking about work. I don't know if that makes, yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, I do sleep after the streams in order to get rest. But the main reason I sleep after the streams is not to get rest. It's to reset my brain so that I can actually concentrate on what I'm doing at work.
Scribe, the slaughterer. Legged belchers. Hungry.
Yeah, it's definitely sleep, but I'm saying I'm not talking about sleep though. I'm talking about doing an activity that's low in dopamine stimulation or low in brain stimulation, so that you can. Yeah, I'm talking about like this dopamine fasting thing. Not getting good sleep. Although getting good sleep is also good. Hey Slashu, everyone just always talk about sleep's making everyone go to sleep. It's like everyone's like, oh shit, I should sleep too. Everyone who's in here right now, probably you need more sleep. Everyone go to sleep now. Leave the stream on though, obviously. Alright, see if we can get a nice cruisy.
Will walk now.
Are they
This
coming?
bow
or are they just screwing out?
God
No, they're coming. Alright, cool. We'll let them come to us then. Let them eat some boom. Oh, here it comes. This is the symphony. It's the beautiful music of the ogres. Oh, incoming. I know, that's right. They fucked it up.
Watch out!
So much carnage.
Devour them! I ain't no gobbo! Okay, they butcher! Serve the
Good friendly
ogre!
fire there from the red orchards.
Scribe, the slaughterer!
Stood his shield up against the cannonballs. It's not working. Hey, but seems to take a while to kill him. I think it might be because the lead belcher's shots only do about 50 damage or something like that, and then they knock him over, and then once he gets knocked over, he gets invulnerability frames. And none of that's doing any damage to him, and he gets up, back up, get hit once for like 50 damage, and then gets knocked down again and goes invulnerable again. I think that's what's going on there. We got him eventually. We got him, boys. Can't penetrate a shield. Yeah, I think that the lead belchers, even though they look like cannons, I think they might actually... I'm not sure if they count as artillery or they count as missile weapons. I think they still just count as missile weapons, possibly. So shields might actually work against them.
Into my meat
Right.
pot.
Now, I want to get back over here, but we should get a pretty good payday out of killing these guys. How cool is it they have these units from Talabekland? I wish that they would just wear the uniforms of the faction that they're from, though. I feel like I really like, yeah, like these guys are Midlanders, right? They wear light blue, or blue, like light blue and dark blue, and these guys are Talabekland guys that wear red, right? And or red, Is it Televic the ones that wear like the red, green, and white? And like if they were Televic in a Middenland army, they would definitely be wearing their own uniforms. They would not change uniforms into Middenland, you know? Someone will make a mod for this uniform thing, I assure you. Oh yeah, there already are a couple of mods for it, I think. But like, I want it to be in the main game. I want that to be like, that's one of those things that's like one of those things about the flavor. Like, I want everything to represent the Warhammer world as well as it possibly can, you know? And that's like one of the things that I think is really important for the Empire. But I guess the devs don't agree. Yeah, I can't really think of a case like I can't really think of a good argument to get CA to think that it's worthwhile investing resources into doing it, but like other than just I want it, and I think some other people want it as well. But I don't know. I guess it doesn't really give you any more content or any more gameplay or anything. You know, it just, I don't know, it just makes the existing stuff a little bit better, like a tiny little bit better. But it's just, I don't know, it's just like a really important thing to me. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know what it's like. It's like, I don't know, it's like, it just makes it more real, you know? Like, it makes it more real. Like, when you go into the army and you see that they're wearing the colors of the correct faction, like, it just makes you think, oh, that's right, those guys aren't from the same faction, they're from a different faction. Those guys are soldiers that have been lent to us by a different faction. You know, like, it just, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know. It just, it kind of makes you think about the whole background of the world and the place that these units fit in, like, the way that the soldiers are loyal to their own province, but also to the Empire. And, like, it just, I don't know, it just, yeah. And, like, that's a thing in Total War that they do. They put in these little tidbits to kind of make you think about the history of the world or whatever, if it was a historical-based one or whatever, you know? And, yeah. I don't know, I feel like having the correct uniforms is just pretty key issue, but maybe only to me. And it might be also because I'm a bit of an Empire file. Like, I really like the Empire, like my favorite faction. I don't think I'm alone in that. I'm sure there's lots of other people that also love the Empire, but yeah, I mean, you know, there's probably lots of people that don't care about the Empire anywhere near as much as I do, so that's probably a factor as well in, like, you know, it not necessarily being a priority.
Looking for him! Take it all! Yeah!
Alright, let's get some boom. Not a lot of heroes. I think I need some Noblar support on this one.
This way! Ogre Hunter!
Voice of the Moor! Slaughter the Moor! Forever insatiable, gnawing hunger.
Master Predator! For the hunt! So I hunt! Where's the meat?
Consider it done. Follow the Moor's call.
Master Seeker! Hungry! The ultimate hunter!
Master of the meat pot. Ogre Butcher. Call of the Paw. Soaked in entrails.
Can we double up on
Of slaughter. Call of the Paw. the meal.
I ain't no gobbo! Serve the ogres!
Yes, great more. A trail of entrails. Cut, magician. Butcher, move it. Hook-handed butcher.
Just trying to get a bit more
Ogre mates!
healing, a bit more money, and
Find a meal.
wins some magic. Get away.
Tribe on the move. The food thirst.
Yeah, so we're slowly getting this cooldown down so we can get more wins.
I'm all that walks.
We've already got a fair bit there, so. Let's go there. 1, so 0, 4 plus 12. Yeah, so if we get both of their cooldowns down,
Gut magician. Servant of the more.
that'll do. They just leave that stuff to modders. Yeah, that's fair enough, I guess. If they did it so that you had like if they did it so you had an army painter and you could paint the units per unit, that would be pretty cool. But like army painters in the past have not been like that. They've been more like you just paint your whole army theme and every unit will get painted in the same color. Like if you think about the relic army painters that were in Dawn of War 1 and stuff. But yeah, if we do get an army painter, I really want the ability to paint each individual hero and each individual unit separately, you know? Like, because that's the whole kind of idea of it. You want to like personalize your units and give them names and be like, these guys are the veterans that fought at the Battle of, you know, Battle of Altdorf Bridge or something. I can't even think of a famous bridge.
The more cares not. Scrag, silver, servant.
I managed to keep.
Silver, servant.
Might
Must hide.
ambush stance.
Must wait.
Or should we just force march over here? No, we should probably just force march over there, shouldn't we?
It hungers. It helps the hunger.
I'll eat this whole
Why is it?
stinking
Why are we going around? Oh, because this guy. Right. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I need to fight it manually in case we get some hectic. Didn't want to take any heaps of casualties.
We win.
It's okay.
Meat for the chopping. Profit of the great more.
Alright, we can probably let Altdorf get taken.
The rest.
Oh man, I did upgrade the Altdorf though.
City reeks of something weird. Tyrant of the tribe.
Yeah, these guys are dead, basically.
Master.
Basically, they're just dead. We may as well replace this guy with someone cheaper, I guess. With somebody lower level.
The more
He can be the sacrificial ram. We can make this cheaper.
Tyrant of the tribe. The boss. Slaughtermaster.
Unwise.
Butcher in chief. Tyrant of the tribe.
There! I said so.
On your feet. Tyrant of the tribe. Follow the boss.
Yeah, we've just got this guy here ready to sort of defend that area in case we need to. We just don't want to lose any camps. Doesn't really matter if we lose everything else, as long as we don't lose any camps. That's the main thing. Ogres, my lord, indeed they are. Fada or a big daddy. Yeah, I'll get Fada. Come on, Boommaker. Nah. Really shouldn't be farming.
Someone better keep us sweet.
Hey, Bal. Been a member for 12 months. Hey, Mercy, have you been keeping well? Yeah, I have been, man. Haven't seen you for a while. 12 months, that means that you've got your, you should have your, Volk Mercy head now. If you comment in chat. I think because this one's like a 12-month anniversary chat, you don't get your, icon coming up. There you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, no, you haven't got it. It hasn't given it yet. You maybe have to wait till your 13th month. Maybe it's after 12 months that you get it. I haven't been able to catch many streams lately. Oh, thanks for still supporting the channel, man. There's a lot of people turned out yesterday. I think it was for the big patch discussion stream that I did, and like a lot of those guys I hadn't seen for ages as well, and they were still members, still supporting the channel. So appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's very nice of you. Especially if you're not actually not actually watching the streams. Totally wouldn't blame you for cancelling your membership if you're, especially if you're not even watching the streams anymore. So, yeah, very generous.
Harvester. I can serve you better.
Cooldown.
Great more.
I don't really want any more spells, but I guess we may as well just take them all. Hands of Penetrable Pelt's pretty good, actually. Just if we're going to do, like, hero blobs. Oh, this guy's got his Stonehorn now. Is he on his Stonehorn? Yep. As is this guy. No, wanted to watch them, just been working a lot. No worries, man. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I don't get to watch streams anymore, really, because I'm always like either working or streaming or doing YouTube videos or hanging out with my wife, don't really have that extra time. But yeah, I do kind of miss watching streams sometimes, and every now and again I'll catch one and I'll actually really enjoy it. I watched a couple of or bits of a couple of Legend streams a while ago. Can't remember, a few, like it was at least a few weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago now. I can't remember. And I just reminded me how much I like watching his streams. How much I like. Just just because he just talks about Warhammer and Total War and stuff, and that's the kind of stuff I'm interested in. I guess I just really enjoy listening to people talk about Total War, yeah. So just what I mean, it's like it's a bit it's a bit like, it's crazy how you just forget how much you enjoy that stuff when you just don't do it for a while, and also yeah, I watched a bit of Great Book of Grudges, Nathan's Count's Gate stream recently, but even before that I watched a little bit of one of his Mordheim streams, and it was just so cool, because Nathan's a really cool guy, and he's just and he's just a really cool guy, and he's really into Warhammer, and he was playing Mordheim, which I love that game, and it was just really like, you know, and just like kind of hanging out in his stream a little bit. That was also, you know, just fun. But yeah, I just don't get to do it really. Fanboy, yeah. Actually, coming back to the other topic that I was not talking about before, but which I think Adrian was talking about, which was how getting to sleep. I find like watching Legend streams is really good for me for when I want to go to sleep. Well, except for if he starts talking about something I'm really interested in. But like, if he's just kind of like talking about general stuff like that, I don't really care that much about that particular topic or whatever. I find it just really kind of relaxing, just listening to him play and just talk about Total War. It's like my happy place, you know. So yeah, I find that quite good for going to sleep. I feel like my theory for like watching shows in order to help you go to sleep is, number one, it's not very good. Most of the time, you're gonna fall asleep easier if you just actually turn off the screen and just go to sleep. But if you have to watch something, if you're trying to fall asleep and you're having a lot of trouble and you have to like put something on, then I find, yeah, you want a show that you like, that's nice, and that is not that engaging. Like maybe even one that you've watched before. Actually, that's the other one I used to do, is like I'd watch an old stream of Legends that I'd already watched, like of one of my like favorite races, but I already know the campaign really well, so I'm not going to learn anything like new, you know. Because if I watch, like, just say a new DLC came out and I didn't have early access to it yet, like just say when Warhammer 3 came out, when early access first came out for the partners and Legend was playing it and we didn't have early access, like I was like actually taking some time off streaming then, and I was just watching his streams sometimes, and like that's a really bad example. Like if I was trying to sleep while he was discovering new stuff about the game that I didn't know about, then I would be like extremely not able to sleep, you know what I mean? But if I put on like an old like an old Tyrion High Elf stream from like a few years ago, that I've already seen it like twice, or at least maybe I've watched the stream maybe 3 times, because quite often I'll like, you know, I'll replay another keep playing a bunch of different High Elf streams, and then I'll like play
Do what I say.
I'll play Legends stream in the background and listen to it while I'm playing, and sort of play along with it, you know. So in a lot of cases, because I've done a lot more, you know, High Elf campaigns than he's done High Elf campaign streams, you know, at least at that point, you know, because I restart a lot and stuff. So you know, you'd end up watching the same stream like 3 or 4 times, you know. So so those are like perfect for going to sleep to for me, because you watch a bit, like if your brain's like wanting to not go to sleep, you can like watch for a bit, but then your eyes kind of get tired, and then you think, oh, I'll just listen to it for a while, and then you fall asleep, you know. It's good. That's how it works for me anyway. Sometimes it doesn't work that good. Alright, let's pop. Can't quite get. Now, let's pop here. We'll go for an ambush. We'll try to get these wood elves to be suckers and come too close.
Butcher in chief.
We need to fight very soon.
Obey me. The magic of me.
I wish we could get peace with these dudes.
All right.
Yeah, there's no way
My
we're
hand
really
hovers
not
close.
into it. We have to kill those armies, so I really need to get Scrags back about. Do you dream about him falling asleep for your streams? No, I don't think I've ever had a dream about Legend playing Total War, which is surprising because I've fallen asleep through streams a lot of times. I mean, you don't remember your dreams a lot of the times, you know, so... And I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like, if I had a dream about Legend playing Total War, I wouldn't necessarily know that it was a dream and not a memory, you know?
My Kupana waits.
But no, I don't remember ever having any dreams about it. I totally dreamt about some weird Norscan campaign scenario the night before last. Oh, that's awesome. I love it when you have dreams when... Well, I don't love it, but it's kind of cool when you have dreams and then you wake up and you're not sure, like, whether, like, the dream actually happened or not. I remember when I was younger, like, I had a dream that I was in the ocean swimming, and then I swam down and found, like, all these coins. At the time, I just started doing coin collecting when I was about, I don't know, about 13 or something like that. I'd look up all these books that had all like the prices of different coins and how rare they were and stuff like that. And I actually bought a silver florin, and also a silver. Maybe that was the florin. Yeah, I bought this like commemorative silver florin that I think they made to commemorate some special day for Australia or something. It was like a big thick coin made of silver that was worth like $50. And anyway, I had a dream that I found all these coins. Like I swam down to the bottom of this shallow ocean near the beach, and there was all these coins there, and I was like grabbing them and looking at them and seeing if any of them were rare and stuff, and some of them were a bit rare, and like, but then there was quite a lot of them, so altogether it was like quite a good haul and stuff. And I woke up being all excited because I'd found all these coins to be in my collection. And then after a few seconds, I realized that I didn't have the coins. But I've had like I feel like I've had lots of dreams where like it's like a situation, like I don't know, like you have a situation where you talk to somebody about one of your other friends, and then the other friend found out about it, and then they're pissed off with you because you're talking shit about them behind their back, or some, you know, some weird thing like that. That's all of the things in it are like real people and potentially real situations and stuff. And then like I feel like that's happened to me before, and then I've just not realized it was a dream and just gone on with my life with now this new information that never actually happened. You know what I mean? Have anyone else ever had that where you think that you've maybe had dreams and not realized they were dreams, and then just, you know, just assimilated them into your
On your feet.
like knowledge?
Time for a surprise.
Alright, so it's Riften time. There should be a rift right here.
Praise the ever hungry mouth.
What the fuck's going on with that? Yeah, like where's my fucking rift? I had a dream about Total War campaign yesterday, but I don't remember any of it. Does that happen to you? Maybe. I don't know. I don't really remember having any dreams about campaigns. Maybe ages ago I might have had one. Like I might have had one that I remembered briefly, but then I forgot, you know, but I can't think of it right now, so yeah. I forgot. These wood elves pissed off on me. I wanted to fight them. Alright, well...
We must feed them more.
Should I rush to get into the
Yours and more. The great war begins. The slaughter goes.
none of these are that great, are they?
Ogre hunter.
Come on, Boommaker. I'm gonna get one this turn. I can feel it. Okay, not that time.
Something rotten.
No, this one's gonna be it. Oh, fuck. Spent all my money. Scheiße. Scheiße. Alright.
Ingredients. Do what I say.
Alright, we'll... Oh, fuck, I want this ambush.
I refuse.
We don't have any friends to meet money off, do we? Everyone hates our guts.
Dominate.
Pretty much.
I will hear you. Speak.
Does anyone want any...
Be on guard.
Oh, this guy. Here we go. Let's go on
Once a
some trade.
trade, you waste my valuable time to our
Beautiful.
mutual.
Good.
Natural authority.
Should have done the deals before.
Child.
Your will
The
true.
Cathay Eternal.
Who calls?
Yeah, no one wants peace except Midland's like kind of ish. Why is Midland so friendly towards us? Maybe it's because they just got their ass kicked?
So,
No. Yeah, not sure why Midland doesn't want to be at war with us. He needs friends, exactly.
the chop house
Once I dreamed I was having breakfast, and when I woke up it took me like half an hour to realize that I hadn't actually had breakfast because I don't have that food available. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And thank you for somebody else having the same thing. Yeah, it's like you have a dream and it's about a completely normal situation that could have actually happened, and then you just go on with your life and don't realize that it didn't happen. Like I feel like that's happened to me a bit. Like I feel like there was a period there, something to do with your brain chemistry or something. I feel like there was a period there where I was having lots of dreams like all the time, and that was when when that kind of stuff was going on more, because you know, I wouldn't know whether it was real or not. We really don't have anything we're building that we can cancel or anything.
My gut is law. Want everything. More meat for my grinder. I bring meat.
I can cancel these guys, but I kind of want them for the rifts.
Bring me something's leg. Tyrant of the tribe. I'm the boss.
Maybe I could
Do
merge.
what I say.
Alright, we'll replace this guy.
Biggest gut in the land.
We need this guy.
The meat
And now we've got more magic.
belong to
Is in
me.
magic of the more, not more magic. Vince's blades could be good. Stone. Rock eye. Forest spotting. That's like the crappiest item ever. Forest spotting plus 10%. So shit. Oh, skull mantle. That's really nice. But okay. Stone, scroll of blast. Yeah, I might. I don't want to risk anything too good. Okay, cool. So he's in ambush stance right there with 19 units.
Ogre slaughter master. Follow the meat stench. Carve and grind. Ogre slaughter master. Only the more knows.
It's a bit of a waste, but I should have just got rid of this one. No, but I didn't want to get rid of this one because he's level 14. Might need him. Alright, that worked pretty well. Right, so we're getting in there now. So +1 camp. +1 camp. I'm going to go for either one of these. This one's corruption, don't care too much. Don't care. Camp. Good. Yeah, we want that. Don't care. Yeah. Go for this one. Wait, so that's going to be 15 to get another camp, or is it if we go here, it's going to be 13 to get another camp. We get weapon strength for gorges. I think that getting the diplomatic relations for all factions is going to be stronger.
No more. Your gifts are bountiful.
Had tons of dreams of just normal stuff like working, texting friends, going to uni, etc. Yeah, yeah. And have you had also like, there was like a period where you used to have lots of dreams like that, but then you changed into a different mode and then you don't have dreams anymore at all or whatever? I've definitely had like different periods where I've had like, you know, dreams or not had dreams or whatever.
Butcher. More's chosen.
Yeah, so if we're gonna send Scrag into the Rift, we kind of need to have a new army that's going to be good. So yeah, but I really need a war like ASAP. Boom. Islehart camp. Oh no, they're in ambush stance or something. All right, well, that's a bummer. But I might leave it at that, guys. I've been ending the streams a little bit earlier the last few days, just because, you know, there's not really much happening at the moment. We're just kind of like treading water, waiting until Immortal Empires comes out. So I figured I'd try to like get a bit extra sleep. Also, I'm trying to do a bit better at work at the moment because I'm pretty, you know, got a lot of stuff on and everything. So yeah, I might do that as well today. We've done 4 hours, so I normally do 5 hours, but yeah, I'm sort of thinking I might sort of do 4 hours, you know, a bit most of the time or whatever. Yeah, or sometimes at least. So yeah, maybe I'll do that today. Also, it looks like I'm just about to get my ass completely kicked in this campaign. So you know, I might just like nope out now, and I can be like, oh yeah, I would have totally come back from that. It's fine. You know, and you'll never know because I just won't play any more episodes. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I might continue this tomorrow because we're just about to go back into the Rift, so that could be fun. But I don't know. I'm kind of keen to try out some Tomb Kings. So thanks for all the guys who gave me some Tomb Kings advice. I'll try and remember it. If some of you guys could try to show up at the start of my stream tomorrow. I know I start too early for a lot of you guys or whatever, but if anyone can be there like right at the start, because at the start is when I need the advice. I need somebody to like walk me through step by step how to survive the first, you know, 5 turns of playing as Tomb Kings. So yeah, my wife's boyfriend said it's bedtime anyway. No worries. All right, guys. Well, yeah, you guys have a good sleep, and I'll chuck a quick host to somebody, see if there's somebody streaming. I hosted Dame Offensive yesterday, so I guess I should do someone else. But yeah, Dame Offensive streaming, if anyone wants to check that out. I'll just have a quick check if there's anyone else, just to spread it around a bit. Otherwise, we'll chuck a host to. Oh yeah, there's a few people. Teapot Tom? I'm not sure if I've done Teapot Tom before. Just check if he's doing English. Oh no, we did do Teapot Tom. I recognise him. Yeah, we did it the other day. Oh, we do Ragnarok. Haven't done Ragnarok for a while. So yeah, if you want to check out another Total War streamer, Ragnarok is a good friend of the channel. There's a link to his stream. Go and check that out. Yeah, and I'm gonna go and get some sleep. So yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for the super chats, and thanks for the lively discussion. Thanks, Bal, for still being a member after a year. Good on you, buddy. See you, Merloan. Thanks to all the other members. But yeah, no, the conversation's been good today. I know it was only a short stream, but it was good fun, good chat. Catch you guys later. Yeah.